Hello everyone, welcome. Alright, okay, there it is. I was like, I want to make sure it's working. Alright, so yesterday we ended with we stopped, we got Tanlerin. That was the thing that we did at the end, and we kind of ended right over here. We didn't finish the mill quests, and I started doing some of the main quests. So I'm actually on the Tharn Speaks for the main quest. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna continue that. I will be doing the main quest at some point, but right now I'm just gonna read these books. I'm not actually read them out loud. We'll do some reading like halfway through once I wake up. I just took like a nap and I'm like way tired. I'm like, why am I so tired? Oh, like, a nap's supposed to help me kind of wake up. But yeah, I had kind of a relaxed day today. I didn't really do that much. But tomorrow I'm gonna be looking to actually do something with my life. So but yeah, so I did as you guys can see, I leveled a little bit here and there. I jumped in and did. Obviously there's some stuff that I didn't do, like the red guard skills I didn't do, but I leveled up destruction. I'm kind of saving my 1 point because I want to see what destructive touch turns into. On Dawn's Wrath, so I went away from backlash, right? Like I wasn't a big fan of that. These guys, these are both morphed, so they just need to level up. I think I leveled this up. I don't know if I had this at the same point here. And I got Solar Disturbance. I'm pretty sure I did not have that yesterday. So this is the morph skill. This actually makes it like cheaper, and then it like is stronger or something like that. Something like that. It's a cheaper cost. Like it's usually 250 ultimate, but now it's 200. 225. Yes, I don't know. But yeah, we'll be changing some of that stuff up as we go along. So let's go back into... Ugh, I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, finally. Jesus, can't wait. Finally. Been trying to get a haircut for days now. Alright, so we're gonna continue this. That's where we're gonna go. And yeah, we'll be doing that. I'm gonna check in with the... I don't think the... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oopsies. Again, I pressed the wrong button. I don't know where... There's... I think, yeah, I think the button that I'm trying to press... Oh my god, this is way more expensive. Tanlerin! Tanlerin, stop fighting them! Please. Ow. Can I... Okay, I went, like, completely the wrong way because I was so flustered. Let me out. Goodbye. Goodbye. I got some better equipment by doing the main quest as well. So please stop. Okay, great. Good job, Tanlerin, fighting. There's a chest, you guys. You're starting out really well here. Oh, and Tanlerin helped you with these too. So it's actually kind of nice that we have Tanlerin with us now. They're very helpful people. They're very helpful. I called them a she earlier, but that's wrong. Yeah, so I got like a different staff, and I got new equipment through the main quest, but it's all still giving a ton of experience points, which is super nice. Alright, Tanlerin, we're gonna have to be careful, so please don't attack anyone. The button... So the reason why I keep getting the button wrong is because I keep thinking of the Elden Ring, like the way that I have to mount up. and it's actually like a different button press that I need to press in order to mount up, and I keep pressing that combo of buttons rather than the one that I'm supposed to do, and I keep attacking random citizens. So lovely, right? That's okay, we'll see. I do have some money. How much money do I have? Okay, I have plenty of money, so if I need to pay, but I'm trying to kind of stay away from these citizens right now, just so that I can calm down. Alright, so here, we have to get these vines. You guys can kind of see these vines on the ground. We have to get these. That was like the last thing we had to do. Okay, we get the first one. So we have to kill enemies around the vines. That was the whole thing. The weird sisters were like, oh yeah, we travel along the roots, but the roots da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, here's the new ultimate. So it has these cool fiery shards that go around it. Super powerful, really nice. I'm very excited to have that. Yeah, I can't wait until they like level up and get even stronger. Ooh, we leveled up, hell yeah. I haven't been using any of the glyphs. Hardening, 20. Alright, I have 2 skill points. Destructive staff. Increase your chance to apply effects. Increase your damage done with damage over time and status effects. That's kind of nice. Definitely want that because we're using a lot of damage over time effects. Everyone uses that skill, and it was one of the things that the little beam from the Arcanist. It's just like, it's so powerful and it's such a useful skill. It's a great AoE. It's really cheap. You can like point it anywhere. Like, it does a ton of damage. And I was kind of relying on that on my last. I kind of talked about this a little bit. Hey, how are you, Annie? I talked about this yesterday with my other character that I made. It was just like, that was one of the subclasses that I had, was like, it was a Nightblade with the Arcanist, and I was just kind of relying on that skill, and everything else kind of sucked about it. And I was like, this sucks, I don't like this. So we changed this. I like this character, actually. I didn't consider like the reworks, so I wonder, I don't know when the Templar rework happens, and if there's going to be some cool visual aspects coming to it, but for now we're going to use this. So, alright, we did it.
We're able to get all the villagers through the portal. They're safe in our camp for now.
Anything else you need from me?
I should return to our camp and help protect the villagers. My sisters will continue to look into the madness that occurred here. Perhaps you could help them, if you have an interest. You have earned my respect, Stone Dweller. Thank you.
Alright. I got a robe.
That require answers.
So this robe is better, but I'm getting experience from this. So I'm not changing that. I'm sticking with my experience gaining stuff. So, alright, Helene.
I didn't want to say anything with all these poor people around. They've already gone through so much. But after studying the situation, I think I know what's going on in the forest.
What did you discover?
The terrible magic that infects these creatures. I've heard stories, but I've never seen it used. Reach magic. I don't know how this happened. Even the guardians of the weird are silent. This is much worse than I originally imagined.
Who are the guardians?
Elemental spirits connected to the weird tree. They guide us in protecting the land. But if we cannot reach them, they cannot aid us. I must ask for your continued help in this. All of Glenumbra may be at risk if this blight continues to spread.
What do you need me to do?
You must meet with Wyra. She was the first to sense the disturbance and may know more about Reach magic. We have to find a way to stop this or the very earth around us will perish. Please, find my sister on the road north of this mill.
Okay, we'll find your sister. I never go into like details with all these questions because they just like, I feel like it doesn't really do much, but. Alright, burn this guy. Okay, cool. How are you, Annie? I hope you're doing well. I don't even know what day. It's only Tuesday. I just, it's so weird this week. It feels already like, it feels like Wednesday. Like yesterday, all day long felt like Tuesday to me, but it was only Monday. And I was like, okay, this is weird. And then today I woke up and it still felt like the next day. It felt like Wednesday rather than Tuesday. But that's okay. Alright. We're just trying to get some extra experience. Alright, I'm gonna drop off this quest first before I do anything else. Red Rook Camp discovered. So I'm gonna drop this off. On this note.
Be careful out there. Red Rook.
Okay. I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna do side quests because hello? He just like runs by me. Hello. Oh, there's another chest, you guys. Oh, yesterday we couldn't find any chests, and today we're finding them all. I am okay with that. Take this. Oh, and I'm so happy that I have Tanlarin's Finesse. That's gonna make everything so much nicer. Excuse me. I'm in the middle of doing this. Oh my god. No pressure! There's just explosions happening around me. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I just finished this. I love that it lets me do it, and then when I actually finish it, it doesn't actually take it. It's like, yeah, well, you should have kicked me out then if I wasn't able to do it. Alright. Yay, we did another chat. Okay. What are we doing here? I gotta go all the way on the other side. I gotta go around. I gotta go around. A lurcher. Get this lurcher. He's a big guy. With no head. He has no head.
I was just getting started.
You were just getting started. Sure. It's super nice having, and and I thought about this too after the fact that I picked, like, I'm very happy that I picked the choice the more for that heal, because now that I have Tanlarin on my, oh, look, it's triplets right here. Oh no, they just like kind of look the same. Now that I have Tanlarin with me, it's nice to be able to heal both of us with this ability right here. Since she's always right next to me, that'll be really, really nice. So that worked out well. Hi, Daryl. How are you? How are you?
Please, we're dealing with serious matters here. The Guardians are in desperate need of our aid, and any interruption can have dire consequences.
Where is Helene send me to you?
Oh, my apologies. You must be the stranger who helped my sisters at Dellen's Mill. I'm honored to meet you.
Okay.
Can't talk long. As you know, things are not well in our woods. The Guardians have gone silent, and this corruption spreads.
Who are the Guardians?
Elemental spirits. They used to guide us, but now, nothing. And just when we need them the most. There's an old rite to contact them that might work, but it's too dangerous for me or my sisters to perform.
Perhaps I can perform the rite.
I don't know. You're not one of us. But we have to try something, I suppose. See the lurchers out there. Gather their limbs. That's the dangerous part. Then burn the limbs at the altar atop the nearby ruins. If it works, a guardian should appear. If you're
I'll perform the ritual. Alright, so we just need to kill these lurchers and collect their limbs. I'm good, thanks for asking. Good, I'm glad. How was your Tuesday? It's so weird because for me, like, I don't have like a regular schedule like other people. So for other people, it's usually like, it's a school day or a work day or whatever. I always work on the weekends, so it's always so different. I always forget that people usually work in the beginning of the week. Like I haven't worked in the beginning of the week in many years, so looking through your stock, everything. Why is everything dead? And where did, like, there was like 25,000 lurchers earlier. But someone has cometh through here with their wrath and killed them all. Why? Why do you need to do all this? Why are you doing this? Do you really need to kill that many of them? I don't... Okay. I gotta collect 5 arms. Where did all the lurchers go? There was like a ton of them earlier. Everyone's doing this quest right now? That's wild. That is absolutely wild. We have a cultist there. There's one. Just appeared.
Let's teach them a lesson.
Yeah. Boop. Boop. Hey, that guy had 2 arms, alright? I should be getting 2 out of that. That's rude. That's rude, not giving me all the arms. Aw. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just harvest 1 arm. We'll be nice. We'll leave them with the other arm. Not like they have any use for it, but hey, whatever. Ooh, I like this dragon statue thing. What is that? I gotta look at that. Oh, that's cool. I like him. He's like a gargoyle. He's like the guy that I just fought in the main quest the other day. Yesterday. Today? When did I do that main quest thing? I did that today. I did it this morning. I woke up and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna kind of work on my main quest a little bit. It's like, I doubt anyone wants to really watch that. I mean, I might do that on stream at some point. I do want to finish that. Because you get like that soul magic line through that, and you get a lot of skill points through it, and it's good experience as well. So I might do that at some point, but right now we're just kind of doing these main quests here. And I was also thinking about, like, we've only seen 1 delve, but I do want to do all the delves around here. So as we move further through Glenumbra, I'm going to be doing all the delves and things too. So. Alright, Altar of Anolfi.
Greetings, child. We have been waiting for someone to summon us.
Okay.
Angoff the Gravesinger has imprisoned us, and we are cut off from the weird. You must set the Guardians free.
How do I set you free?
Have mortals so soon forgotten the old ways? Surely the Weirises remember the Standing Stones. First, the stones must be cleansed of Angoff's dark influence. Protect the weird while they destroy the corruption binding the stones.
Will destroying the corruption set you free?
No, but cleansing the stones should loosen Angoff's grip. Tell Weiris Elena about the corruption. She will know what must be done. Our time grows short, mortal. Free us before Angoff's corruption takes hold.
Okay, I want to kind of learn. Tell me more about the Guardians
We are
here.
the echoes of old voices, remnants of a time long ago. Still, a few of us remain. We were the Ifre, then we became the Elnafe, the Earthbones. We nurture the land and guide the weird. They call us guardians.
Because yesterday we learned about the Ifrit and the Elfone, and God knows I can't remember all of it, but we read about all of them. Like I said, none of that is really stuck in my brain, but okay, so these Guardians were those, the Earthbones. Okay, what is the Bloodthorn cult?
They are a pestilence. They serve the corruption that binds us, the one called Angoff the Gravesinger. The cult spreads his decay, planting his blighted seeds to pollute the natural world. They prepare a path for Angoff's true master, Molag Bal.
Okay, Molag Bal. Okay, so that's the main bad guy from the core story too. Who's Angov?
He is a tremor in the
Angov?
land, a poison in the water. He is a whisper, a shadow, a chill wind. He is Gravesinger and Reach Mage, Necromancer and Corruptor. Death and decay are his domains. Angoff binds us and seeks to make us part of him.
What's a Reach Mage?
Far from here, where the earth and sky grow cold, lies the chill of the Reach. Daedra worshippers live there, mocking the Aedra, the Elnafe. They call themselves Reachmen, and their mages pollute the land with dark magic.
Okay, so mocking the Aedra, which are the Elnafe. God, all these terms. I don't know. I can't retain any of those. Data version. Okay. What's it? They call themselves Reach Men, and their mages pollute the land with dark magic. Okay, a grave singer. What's that?
Grave singers are necromancers that seek power over life and death. They seek to control the realms we would nurture and protect. They call upon the Daedra, who hide in darkness, to aid them in their efforts.
Okay. All right. So we learned a little bit. God knows, like I said, it's so hard to retain all of that. Hello. Now there's enemies over. We'll burn everything down with the power of the sun. All right. I gotta talk to the sister who is over here. Ooh, the sun is coming through. That's nice. That's very beautiful.
Thanks. I needed a stretch.
Okay. Veil of the Guardians.
I heard a whisper echo through the forest. Was it the Guardians? Did they talk to you?
Yes, they're imprisoned. The Guardian said we need to cleanse the standing stones.
Imprisoned? Our enemy is that powerful. We will do whatever we can to help. The Guardians must be set free.
Okay.
What must we do? Without the aid of the Guardians, we can't regain control of our weird tree.
The Guardian said the standing stones must be cleansed. Send your weird there.
4 of my sisters have gone north to cleanse the stones, but they need protection. Corrupted creatures attack them before they can destroy the foul vines that choke the stones. You must go and help them.
Destroying the vines is only the first step. The Guardian said you'd know what else to do.
Of course! The standing stones! I should have realized! Take my amulet and protect the weird. When they're done, weaken a lurcher and use the amulet to control it. Bring the controlled lurcher to the standing stones on the hill. We'll do the rest. Meet us
Okay,
at the
I'll
ritual
protect
site,
them.
And don't forget the lurcher.
Alright, so let's go get a lurcher. Our own personalized lurcher. I love it. Let's do it. Can I get one over there, or do I have to take one from here? So we're moving closer to the weird tree. Or to what I think is the weird tree, at least. Ophelia.
See these vines?
Just
Your
destroy those
confidence
vines.
is inspiring. Thanks for that. Now
Okay.
stay alert. I'm not done yet.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna defend these girls first and then get it. Oh, hello. Tanlerin went all the way the other round. All the way around.
You're finally gone. I need a minute to catch my breath, and then I'll meet you at the ritual site.
Okay. So the ritual side, that's what I gotta bring up. That was a little unclear to me. I didn't know if I needed them for all of these, but I guess I just needed them for that last ritual. The lurcher.
Queer Selena told me you would come. I hope this works. You know,
Okay, so let's protect this. Oh, hello.
faster. I need to go faster. Be ready for another attack. It's destroyed. I'll meet you at the ritual site once I've
Okay.
rested for a minute.
I got 4 that I gotta do here. I'm gonna go to the far one. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the far one. Dee. Oh, Jesus. Knocking me back over here. Take this. There you go. I feel like this build right now is not necessarily like super strong, but I have a feeling like as time goes on, I think it's gonna get a lot stronger. But I could be wrong, I don't know. It's fun though. I'm having a really good time with it. Like just damage over time abilities like that. I'll keep you safe, just like everyone else. And I think it's gonna have some nice synergy with Tanlorin as well, because she has Dragonite abilities. So, which is fiery. Oh, hello. I think that's gonna be very good.
Let me catch my breath and I'll head to the ritual site.
Okay. Take this.
Then keep.
Alright. Whoa, these guys are weak.
Almost finished. Keep them off a little longer. We've destroyed it.
Alright, capture a lurcher. I can do that right there. Does it prompt me for it, or does it just like automatic? Ah, there we go. Perfect. And let's go meet them at the ritual site. That was painless. Is the lurcher still? Oh, it is. Okay. Here we go. Ritual site. Here, stand by this plant.
By my blood, the corruption is washed away.
Okay.
The sacrifice has made this holy place pure again. We can begin the ritual whenever you are ready.
Where are these guys? Why did they pop out of the ground? Hello. Hello, Spider Daedra. Hello, different people, creatures, and things. Whoa, Shackled Titan. Yay! Time for that. What do you mean a little help? Are you dead? Oh, you are losing a lot of health here. Whoa, okay. That was scary. Harvest a soul fragment. I don't know what this is. I'm like, okay, this popped up. You're free, commoner. Okay, I don't know what that was, but I got a thing. I got a cool thing. I don't know what that is, so. Does it do anything? Is it a material? Is it a slottable thing? There it is. Consume 10 hours this way to complete the skill stylus Soul Trap achievement. And Soul Trap... Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. That's neat. Alright. Anywho.
That poor Spriggan spirit is finally free. It is a lurcher.
Let it all burn? Oh, yeah.
By its blood, we have cleansed this site. Everything is ready.
Okay. It's time to set the Elemental Guardians free.
They've been imprisoned for much too long.
Hi, Mish. How are you?
Sisters, focus your power on the stranger. It's time to break Angolf's hold on the Guardians.
Oh, hello. I am... Like, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, come up with a cool thing, but I was like, I'm very powerful.
Fall away. We are free of Angolf's hold.
Oh, hello, floaty lady.
Speak, champion of the Guardians. We are in your debt.
Guardian of Water, Guardian of the Air, and Guardian of the Earth. That's the lady I talked to earlier. Guardian of the water. Look, she's leaking. She leaking everywhere.
We are free.
It's
This is how
like I can't even see her because of the sun. You don't sound surprised.
we are Earth's bones. We endure. We knew someone.
Got my season. Let's see if the piece of shit stays stable. Basically, just a clean slate. That's nice. Yeah, sometimes you need that, you know. I'm at that point too where I really need to like look at my PC as well because it's kind of slowing down a little bit too, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with it. Wellspring is land. This must end quickly. How do we finish
There
this?
is more work for you, champion. Go to the Weird Tree and find Weirus Gwen. We protected her from Angoff's slaves, but she cannot save the Weird Tree. That task belongs to another. Go and learn.
Okay, I'll find her. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully, what is this? Oh, it's a little side quest. It's not the main quest. I guess you fulfill the main quest or the side quest and then get the main quest. There's a tent though. I'm gonna go into these tents. I'm guessing these guards are gonna want money. Do you want money from me? Or no? Okay. The true nature of orcs. Just in time to start ESO next month. Yeah, that hopefully, right? It stays like it's working fine for you. Okay, the true nature of orcs. Orcs were born during the latter days of the Dawn era. History has mislabeled them beast folk, related to the goblin races, but the orcs are actually the children of Trinimac, strongest of the Aldmeri ancestor spirits. When Trinimac was eaten by the Daedric prince Bothea and transformed in that foul god's insides, the orcs were transformed as well. The ancient name of the orcs is Orsuma, which means the pariah folk. They now follow Moloch, the remains of Trinimac. Who is Moloch? Didn't we? No, I don't think we read this. We read something like this. We read about how there was like two belief systems, right? There was like Trinimac and then Moloch or whatever, or Malakath. And they have like two belief systems where like one part thinks they're like advanced elves, where they were transformed from these Aldmeri elves or whatever, and they were like these advanced elves, and the other part thinks that they're like these cast down like cursed creatures or whatever, right? He's more commonly known as the Daedric Prince Malakath, whose sphere is the patronage of the spurned and ostracized, the sworn oath, and the bloody curse. He's not technically a Daedric lord, nor do the other Daedra recognize him as such, but this is fitting for his sphere. Of old, he was Trinimac, the champion of the High Elven Pantheon, in some places more popular than Oriel, who protected them against enemies without and within. When Trinimac and his followers attempted to halt the Velothi dissident movement, Bothea ate him. Trinimac's body and spirit were corrupted, and he emerged as Malakath. His followers were likewise changed for the worse. Despised by everyone, especially the inviolate Oriel, they quickly fled to the northern wastes near Sarthal. They fought Nords and Chimer for a place in the world, but did not get much. In Skyrim, Malakath is called Orki, or Old Knocker, and his battles with Izmir are legendary. Directive. This vile anti-orc propaganda, though traditional, is now banned throughout the Daggerfall Covenant. Administrators see to it. Okay. Gotta install Steam and get into that stuff while watching you. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I was watching, someone posted a video. I was watching a video yesterday of the updated Dragon Knight animations and stuff, and they look pretty cool. I mean, for the most part, the person was trying to be very grounded, and they weren't like trying to be super hyped about it. And they were like, okay, well, this animation is really cool, but this one kind of has like I have some issues with, and like, you know, here I like the old animation, but on this one I like the new animation and stuff. Sorry, I forgot to answer these messages earlier. Let me do this real quick. This, and then... Yeah, the two-handed sword stuff is cool too. It's just it has me excited for further future updates to other weapons. Yeah, I always like when developers do that. When they go in and they like update stuff that's old, right? Like we talked about this with Guild Wars like ad nauseum, you know. But it feels really really nice because it not only makes it feel fresh and kind of new and makes it feel like, I don't know, it just makes it feel more interesting because you now have like new animations to deal with, like and they changed like some of the abilities, and it just feels newer and more interesting to play, but it also feels almost like a um like a like a promise from the developers, like, hey, we still care about the game, we still care about even the old stuff, and like, yes, we've been adding a bunch of new stuff, but we also care about the old things, and so we're updating these, right? So I really like that. I think there's a lot of benefit to it at large. So I enjoy that. Can I go, sir? I want to go. I want to see what's in your tent. No, I'm reading this book though. The Ivory Lord, A Hero Born, Volume 1. The soldier waited with bated breath. His hand gripped the blade haft tightly, turning his knuckles ashen white. His sword arm shook nervously as he stood behind the others, waiting for his chance to strike. Any moment now, the Elysian patrol would pass by. Can you shut up, please? Thank you. Any moment now, the Elysian patrol would pass by. He had to wonder, though, what exactly had he gotten himself into? His name was Eric... Oh, this is Dylan, the guy that made the mill, I guess? Is that who that is? Because it's Stellan's mill. And even he didn't know where his part in all of this began. An innkeeper's son, barely of age, his family tree was literally dripping with proud horse breeders, farmhands, and, like his father, cooks. He had as much warrior's blood flowing through his body as he did muscles in his arms and back, which is to say, almost none. Yet here he stood, armor hanging loosely on his thin frame, holding a sword he barely knew how to use. Eric wished he could say that he had joined the militia to gain revenge or honor, that his father and mother had been slain in an Elysian attack, or that the love of his life was taken to the slave camps of the evil Elysians. By the 8, he would have settled for any excuse in which the Elysians wronged his family. But no, Eric's family was safe and sound. His pleasantly plump parents happily ran an inn in one of the small towns that dotted High Rock, and the love of his life, well, there was none. He had never felt the embrace of a damsel or tasted the kiss of a serving wench. So why did he want to fight the Elysians? Well, he had heard bad things about them, but as far as he was concerned, it was all rumors and innuendo. He had lived a sheltered life. No, the reason Eric stood next to Kishna, the fierce Khajiiti maiden, and Kalindon, the handsome Aelid knight, wasn't quite so lofty. It was more mere chance and accident that had led him to this time and place. He had been sneaking off into the woods at night to practice the same fighting techniques he had seen the city guard practice. He wanted to learn how to fight, but he didn't want anyone to see him doing it. There was too much of a chance someone would make fun of him. After all, he was just a cook's son. So every night Eric would grab his rusty sword and mismatched armor and head into the woods to train. But tonight would be different. There would be no more practice. As Eric ran through back alleys to reach the hole in the wall, he knew so well to reach the hole in the wall he knew so well, he turned a corner and almost ran into them. His breath caught in his throat when he saw them, a handful of men and women from different cultures, all huddled together whispering. They wore impressive uniforms and carried even more impressive weapons. Cautiously he approached them, but Eric had little skill or grace. He tripped over his own feet and landed in a puddle with a loud splash. The warriors turned as one, weapons drawn and eyes hard. But they saw his armor and weapon and assumed he was there to meet them. Being too afraid to say otherwise, Eric was welcomed into their group. It was simply a case of mistaken identity. Later, he might have called it fate. But tonight was the night Eric Dellen was going to die, and that event would change the world around him forever. Wow. What a way to do that, huh? To fall into that. I mean, I would be the type of person like, I gotta go, you guys. I don't belong here. But he didn't say anything, awkwardly joined them, and then died. Like Nightblade, I hope they get a ton of poison stuff that was removed from Dragon Knight. Yeah, I think that seems like kind of the intent, right? Like that, because the poison never really fit the Dragon Knight in that sense. I feel like visually, I don't know lore wise really what the thing there was, but I definitely didn't feel like they were made for that. But yeah, so I could see them getting poison there. This is why Neverwinter Online is failing. They keep adding new area story, but with nothing new for players to play as in new content. It all falls flat. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I've been reading some stuff on Neverwinter, and it seems that they have like a base group of people that are like kind of big fans that are playing it, but they also seem to understand that not a lot of new people are joining in right now into the game, that like, you know, any new people that they're getting are going to be far and few in between. And I'm like, I mean, I don't know how to really change that, you know. So I don't know much about that game at all. Legend of Chill House. Frigid air fills the darkness of Chill House as death's inevitable wind blows through the forlorn structure. Noises familiar yet their source undeterminate seem to rise from beneath the earth, bedeviling the listener with memories of childhood stories. Grom of the goblin Ken and the imp with two hammers. I mustn't listen to the noises in Chill House. I mustn't, for if I listen too long and too closely, I might just go mad. Ooh. Chill House Workshop. Specifically on Nightblade called Hidden Knife, where you throw a dagger if they add poison to such an obvious choice. Such an obvious choice. Or the skill that buffs your damage for a duration could instead give you poison instead of damage buff. Yeah, they haven't talked about Nightblade, right? They haven't. Ooh, why is this like all steamy here? Steamy water. I know that this is just like one of those crafting areas. I just want to see if there's something to read down here, but it doesn't look like it. So which are the classes that they've outlined for this year, right? They said the Dragon Knight, but I don't know what were the other. I think there was like 2 other classes that they're looking at this year, right? I'm sure they have others planned, but I don't know. All right. I'm gonna get the way shrine here, and then I'm gonna continue this quest line. Alright, weird tree, way shrine, and we're gonna go towards the weird tree. Hello, Beldam. Oh, there it is. There's the weird tree. That's a big tree.
What? Whoa. Damn it all. The last person who snuck up on me got a sword in the gut for their trouble.
Oh, jeez. I didn't mean to startle you. Weirdness Ileana sent me
Sorry.
to help.
Old habit. I was in the guard before joining the weird. Damned bloodthorns have taken our weird tree. I've never seen magic like this. I don't know what you can do, but if Alina sent you, your help is welcome.
There was a hair. My hair was in that bottle. Like, ooh, what is that?
Have a look around if you must, but we need to act soon.
What can I do to help?
Bloodthorn cultists stole our portal stones. I swore off violence when I left the guard, but killing cultists might be the only way.
I can deal with the cultists for you.
To our enclave without being seen. Recover the stones and activate them inside the huts so my sisters can join you. I still have my stone. Here, set it by the entrance to the weird tree and I'll step through to meet you.
Alright. Ooh, we leveled up. There's a short list people did on mind of the order of classes they're changing. Nightblade is 4th or 5th, but it's subject to change. So far it's Dragonite, then Warden, and Sorcerer every other month. So March for DK, May for Warden, and July for Sorcerer. Interesting. Okay. It's kind of, to me, the choice of doing Warden, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? The choice for Warden seems very strange to me. Because wasn't Warden one of the ones they added later on? That was one of the classes that was added to the game later on, right? So it seems like a weird choice that it would be picking that over the classes that have already been in the game longer, that probably need that more than that. Oh, by the way, I switched my dog out for the little mouse you guys see hopping around, because it got to the point where I saw everyone having the dog, and I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this. Okay, so we have Destructive Cleanse or Destructive Reach. Converts the damage over time into a new effect based on your staff type. Okay, devastating. Okay, so I want to keep that. The damage increase reduces the cost as ability. Oh, you know what? I'm probably gonna do destructive reach, but I need to see real quick which one I want to do. Let me get a thing up here that I can see. I like the ore starting zone the most because it has a lot more of my favorite low orc stuff and allows you to upgrade your bag slots early on compared to other two starting zones. Necro and Arcanist are the newest. Warden is actually old now comparatively. But it's not one of the core classes, right? Wasn't Big-Eared Field Mouse? It is, right? It's really cute. But isn't that one of the wasn't it added like later still? Right? Like, it's not one of the core classes, right? Warden was one of the ones that was added later. What did I say? Destructive. What were they called? Destructive Reach versus Destructive. Oh my god, I don't remember. Here we go. Or Destructive Cleanse. You're doing Destructive Reach is a spammable plus dot. Cleanse is a spammable without dot. Inferno Cleanse does knockback. Ice Cleanse immobilize, but also taunt, so don't use it in PvP unless you're tanking. This is about your Warden. I use Ice Reach as my spammable and love it. Sing the same. There are some classes where this applies, and it's because I get all my classes of Minor Breach. Only type of ability is Minor Breach. Other classes don't. And Temple is the only class. Blah blah blah. I don't care. 22nd, making it ideal for high DPS builds. Moves the dot to add strong element specific utility. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the damage over time thing, because that's kind of the build that I'm going for. Why are my eyelids itchy right now? It's weird. Okay, so we'll do this one instead. We'll do Destructive Reach. So this, as it levels up, it's gonna become cheaper, which is kind of nice. I like that. I haven't really done the other one. I'm thinking about Impulse. Release a switch. Fire Impulse hits burning enemies with Impulsive Afterburn, which deals more damage based on their health missing. So that's kind of nice. I'm kind of thinking about that at some point. I'm gonna see, is there other things that I can do right now? I can probably do my Red Guard stuff finally. My weapon abilities, get all that up. So right now I'm good. I don't know about this, but 42, 30, 27. So this is gonna be generate 3 ultimate every 6 seconds. That's kind of nice. And then do we have something at 28? We do not. Next one is at 30. Okay, cool. Works out. I like it. Oh. Alright, destructive. Whoa, okay. That is different. That definitely looks different. I like it though. It's like a flame pillar that I sent out. What are we doing here? We're doing this quest. We're not going to talk to the guy. We're not talking to Tharn. We'll do that at some point in time. Alright, into the huts we go. Ooh, we have a letter to Where's Gwen. Where's Gwen? Things have gotten strange around the weird tree since you've been traveling. Remember those weird vines that began sprouting a few weeks ago? Well, they've grown huge and they seem evil somehow. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the only way I can describe it. Evil with a capital E. I noticed that the forest animals have become agitated and even aggressive when they get close to the strange vines. Moreover, as the vines grow stronger, the aggressive behavior lasts longer. I'm beginning to fear that the creatures will attack soon. That's how much the presence of the vines have changed them. And now it's worse than I feared. Some of the vines have mutated, and now they spawn lurchers from their corrupted thorns. I'm sorry, Weirs, but I can't stay here any longer. Bloodthorn cultists have attacked us and taken control of the portal stone caves beneath our huts. I can't prove it, but I'm certain these cultists are responsible for our recent troubles. I have failed you, but I hope you can forgive me. I know you won't listen, but I urge you to stay away from the weird tree until this all blows over. Where's Dommy? Alright, Dommy. Oh, hello. Please be a challenge. Burn! Burn, baby, burn! Okay. Oh, we're just in this little cave, okay. Ooh, there's a chest over there. I see it. Oh, it's just a little trunk. It's not an actual... Oh, but it has a lockpick in it. Yay. Okay, so we're done in here. We're done in here. Yeah, so it's interesting to think that it's going to take them, you know, a couple years to get through all of the classes and stuff, which is fine. You know, just... that's the thing, right? And that's something that I really dislike about ArenaNet, right? It's like with this update, you know, Zaz, I guess as people call it, or Zaz, like the developers of this game, right? Like they kind of promised to like, hey, we're going to be updating old stuff and it's going to be taking us a couple years, which is fine. I'm sure a lot of people are totally okay with that, but at least people know that there's something coming, right? And that's the thing. There's something that's kind of driving me. Oh, okay. These guys are evil. They have evil red eyes. Oh, there's someone hiding in the bushes over there. Yeah, I'll take this. I like that ability. That destructive reach is really good. But that's the thing with ArenaNet right now. You know, it's very. I'm not reading that right now. It's very like. It's annoying, right? So they still haven't, in my opinion, from what we've seen so far, and I don't want to be a pessimist, but we're on expansion 3 of the mini expansions, and I feel like ArenaNet still hasn't figured out what they're doing with it, right? Because this update, honestly, was not that exciting. That just came out, right? And clunky it is to use that system. I'm like, did they not try this out? It's so not good. And so they have taken in the feedback and they released a message saying like, hey, we're looking into, there's going to be updates. Oh, there's a letter here. Things have gotten strange. Oh, I already read that, so there's multiple copies of that letter around here. And so they've now released a message talking about how they're going to be updating the fashion template. There's going to be things coming up, but the thing is that was one of 2 things that they added in 3 months. They added 2 things in 3 months, and the thing they added was complete garbage. And I'm like, you know, I don't know if it has to do with like Guild Wars 3, that they're like putting all of their resources once again, just like they did for Iceboot Saga, putting all of their resources towards this other thing that they're doing, right? Like it feels like that, and it's just, I hate it, right? Because it's almost like we're being lied to, where they're saying, no, our focus is Guild Wars 2, but you can tell that in 3 months, this is all they, and you know that they didn't start working on this update 3 months ago, right? This update they started working on like a long time prior, because we know that they work like almost a year in advance on these systems. So, or on these updates, right? Because that's always how they have been telling us, like, hey, we're already working on like the next update, right? And so it's just like, okay, so you had a year to work on this, and this is all you can release. This is all you got. Like, it's not good, you know. And there's just something really frustrating about it, and it's to the point where I'm like, I don't want to be a doomer, but if ArenaNet doesn't figure this shit out, they might as well just like forget about Guild Wars 3, because they just might piss all of their people off. You know, because I'm always one of the people that I've always been like, I give Arena the benefit of the doubt, and I always say like, hey, you know what, like, you know, maybe this update wasn't the best, but we still got something added to the game. But honestly, this felt like something that could easily have been done by a few developers in a few months, and should have been done in a way better form, and should have been done in a way, like, what's the word, like a more robust way. It should have been released, and it wasn't. And it's just really frustrating, because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't keep giving you guys the benefit of the doubt every, like, year after year after year. You know what I mean? They give us story and events activities in each update after. Well, the team working on Guild Wars 1 is doing a lot more than we thought, and a faster cadence, some constant surprise. Well, and that's the thing, right? And you got to consider that, right? So the team, as far as we know, the team that's working on Guild Wars 1 is not ArenaNet, right? ArenaNet is probably like helping them, like putting this into life or whatever, but the actual systems and the actual things working on it, there's 4 developers working on this. The 2 weeks team, as far as we know, is 4 developers, and they do get some help from a couple of developers that are still at ArenaNet, right? There's a couple of people that still are at ArenaNet that are helping them with this, right? So you can say maybe it's like, you know, like 6-7 people that are working on this, and they can put out more content than like literal, like probably 100 developers that are working at ArenaNet right now on Guild Wars 2. Or should be working on Guild Wars 2, right? And you kind of sit there and you're like, how? Like, how in the world is this possible that you guys cannot get, like I said, I'm not asking for major updates, like massive, you know, like the one person that was in the comments on one of my videos that talked about, like, they want this expansion to be like this whole over like a whole new map with like hundreds of maps, and like a layer to a new map to the world map, new layer to the world map, and having all these extra maps and having this all like spread out around. Like, I don't want that, right? But if you're saying, hey, we're gonna cut down on like the story part, and we're just going to release these things, then I want these 2 things that you're releasing to be really robust and really good and really just strong in their release. Really where you release them and you can immediately say, yep, this is really good. But that wasn't it. Like, a lot of people were incredibly disappointed by the stuff that came out. And it's like, okay, so you had 3 months to perfect these systems with like 100 developers at the helm doing this, and this is what you guys brought out. It's kind of scary to think about it, right? It's kind of scary to think like, oh my god, really? Like, you know, 6-7? Oh my god. Guide to the Daggerfall Covenant. The Daggerfall Covenant is a compact between the peoples of the Northwest, of Northwest Tamriel, Bretons, Redguards, and Orcs, that forms an alliance of mutual defense with a vision of establishing peace and order across Tamriel. Indeed, the kings of the Covenant take the remnants of their role, claiming to be the spiritual heirs of the Second Empire. The Daggerfall Covenant was born in 2E 542, when the kings of High Rock allied to repulse an invasion by a horde of Reachmen under the command of Durkarok, the Black Drake. Howling out of the eastern mountains, the Reach barbarians raised Evermore, besieged Wayrest, sacked Camlorn, and marched as far as the gates of Daggerfall before the Bretons finally stopped them. In the wakes of Durkarak's defeat, the kings of Daggerfall, Rayrest, Camlorn, Evermore, and Shornhelm swore the so-called First Daggerfall Covenant, a solemn oath to defend each other's kingdoms and stand as one against all foreign foes. High Rock prospered as the Bretons rebuilt, especially after 2E 561, when miners near Wayrest made the biggest orichalcum strike in recorded history. Emmerich, Earl of the domain of Cumberland, the site of the mines, proposed to use the resulting wealth to enhance Wayrest's fleet and improve trade throughout High Rock. King Gardner of Wayrest granted his approval. Granted his I don't know where proposal is coming back and like keeps coming back in my brain. King Gardner of Wayrest granted his approval, but before the fleet was completed, the dreaded Nahaten flew swept through Wayrest and killed the entire Gardner royal household. Earl Emmerich was elevated to the throne, and House Cumberland became the second royal dynasty of Wayrest. The new King Emmerich of Wayrest had been courting the daughter of King Ransar of... We read that story, right? But he married the Princess Mariah, and then the Shornhelm guy was mad, right? This nearly brought down the First Covenant when Ransar, who felt betrayed, launches a surprise attack on Wayrest. The kings of Camlorn, Evermore, and Daggerfall all sided with Wayrest, and Emmerich's superior diplomacy brought the armies of Sentinel into the fray to protect Emmerich's queen. Furthermore, Emmerich reached out to a great clan of orcs in Hrothgar and offered them Orsinium in return for aid. Shornhelm was defeated and the Covenant was reborn, not as a mere Breton defensive pact, but as a new multinational alliance. The conclave that negotiated the alliance lasted for months, with argument and debate at every turn. The final result was the child of King Emmerich's vision, made manifest in dozens of compromises and carefully negotiated provisions. Freedom of trade was guaranteed throughout the region, and over the objections of the nobles of Rivenspire and the crowned Red Guards of Alikir, the orcs were accepted as full members of the alliance. Eventually, all the city-states of Northwest Tamriel swore fealty to the Covenant's Royal Council, presided over by High King Emmerich. As the architect of the alliance, he claimed supreme leadership. So this is the modern Daggerfall Covenant, an alliance of the Red Guards of Northern Hammerfell under King Faharajat, the orcs of the mountainous northeast under King Kurog of Orsinium, with the Breton King Emmerich of High Rock presiding from his palace in Wayrest. At its best, it is a noble alliance of honorable and chivalrous people, presenting all the best aspects of the First and Second Empires. And from this solid foundation, perhaps a third, even mightier empire shall arise, providing all the peoples of Tamriel the benefits of mutual respect, rigorous trade, and reverence for the divine. Alright, cool. Keep having to kill these guys in the background. But yeah, so it's kind of frustrating for me right now with Guild Wars 2, and I just, at this point, I don't really want to make any bananas. And a person just dead on the bed. That's sad. So it's just kind of frustrating, and I'm really not in the mood to make any more Guild Wars content. And it kind of sucks because I always loved making Guild Wars content, but I'm just, with everything going on, I'm just really frustrated with it. So I guess that was the whole point of that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be making some more videos at some point, but it's probably going to be slower and less as I come up with... I want to do other content. I just don't know what other content to make, really. Because I had such a specific niche that I did, but, you know, I came to a realization that, like, no one cares about the niche that I have. And so I'm like, just, I don't know. I'm at that point, I just, all day long, I was like, kind of hanging out, and I was trying to figure out, like, what do I want to do for content, and I don't know. There's still some stuff for Guild Wars that I want to do, that I want to there's certain, like, series that I want to continue, and there's certain things that I want to do, but overall I want to kind of have, like, some main thing that I go for, and I just don't know what that is right now. The updates was the vault refresh, and I like the update they did to it, because I kind of hated that it was all about, like, I'm kind of okay that they took the gold away from it, because it kind of felt like it was just about that. And I like that there's different ways that we can get, that we can earn, like, first of all, Black Lion chest keys. That's really, really nice. I'm totally fine with that. And I like that, like, in the end, it's not necessarily just, like, you can get a set amount of gold, but that it's about, like, maybe materials rather than, so, like, I feel like that's a little bit better for the economy than just having, like, pumping hundreds and thousands of liquid gold, like, into the economy, which is a little rough, I feel like. I feel like having it the way that they have it set up right now is probably the better way to do it. Look at this guy. He looks really cool. Is he wearing a mask? Like, that's a cool mask. I like it. Hi, Gwen.
You placed my stone well. I should be protected this close to the tree.
What should I do
I need
next?
to summon the Guardians. With their power, we can cleanse this place of Angoff's foul influence.
How do I summon them?
Angoff's cursed vines prevent the Guardians from getting anywhere near the...
Okay, so I just gotta clear the vines. Got it. Also, the one plus side to wardrobe template is all new characters I level now can use an outfit I create instead of the actual outfits, and anytime I get new gear, it'll auto-transmute to my current look. Just need the transmute charges available. Wish they'd remove the transmute part of it all, but yeah, I know. They need to, you know, it's still like people pay money to have to transmute, and I get it, right? I get that there is a reason for the system. But yeah, it is nice for new people going in that maybe don't know the old system too, to kind of have that reflex, and that might really work for new people, but I feel like it's very clunky the way that they have. Okay. Ooh, I have an Inferno staff for my friend. Do I want to use Inferno staff on her? Is that something? Let's see. Let's talk to her. Let's see how much stronger this is.
I'm listening.
Let's see. Inferno staff 700. This would be 800 together. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do that. Like, let's both do companion ability unlocked. She learned destruction staff. Oh, the stun is kind of nice, right? Cooldown 16 seconds. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep leveling this up because I don't know, I just like this. So we're gonna be leveling this up for now. And then maybe at some point we'll do the other stuff. I don't know. I got a new Ellie, a new Guardian. I'll be leveling. Found my 3 new main characters I want to stick to. Are you sure about that? I feel like you switch your, like, mains every week. You have new mains that you want to stick with. My Evoker's Melisura. It's like you make so many new characters all the time that I'm like, are you sure you are sticking with those? Because I feel like you're not going to be sticking with those. It's like, I feel like next week you're going to be back on, like, you know, oh, I really want to try Ritualist. It's like, that's going to be my new one. Nothing wrong with switching, you know what I mean? I do it all the time myself. I feel like right now I have no idea what I'm maining. Gotta go up there. Corrupted Vine of Air. Okay, I'm here to help. Gotta defeat another one of these. There it is. I figured it was gonna be one of those. Ah! Excuse me. Yaw! Yaw. only did that with my amalgam, but didn't you do that with your? Didn't you have an invoker as well? Didn't you have an invoker that was Wasn't there like? Didn't you have a Norn invoker that you had? So now that you, but now you're making an invoker that's an Asura. Let me guess. This is the water. What is? It's a little frog. Look at him. Living his life. He's like, I'm just here. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the like cheapest way to do it for sure.
This pollution is almost too destroyed. Stay close and let my power
Do do do
flow.
do do do. Let me out. I can't get out of that. It sucks.
To my side now. It is defeated.
Yeah, I kind of like her having fireball abilities. I feel like that's probably gonna be really nice for synergy with her Dragonite abilities. Prefer Norn Guardian more in a Evoker. I should have picks. I think you did. Well, there were some pictures that I saw, but I'm barely on Discord anymore, so I always forget about it. I just kind of look at it and then kind of move on with my life. These fish are crazy. Look at the splashing they do. All right, so we did it. We freed the vines.
I can feel the oppressive weight of Angof's corruption lifting. I sense the gratitude of the Guardians, but I also sense fear. Angof's vermin are afraid.
All the berserkers have been
You
destroyed.
did well, and I'm happy to stand at your side. Now
There's one challenge we have to face.
Angof's last wraith nests within the tree. It won't be banished very easily, but the Guardians promise to help you. When you're ready.
All right, and when you're ready, enter the tree. So let's go in there. But hey, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, as long as you're having a good time. I used to make new characters all the time. I mean, I talk about this, where for the most part, for the first probably the first 5, 6, 7 years of Guild Wars 2, that's why I never had any legendaries, because all I ever did was create new characters, and I mean, I probably have made over 300 characters now in Guild Wars 2, because I would just go in and I would just delete characters and just make new characters all the time. I was doing it all the time. Alright, boom. I'm gonna cast down the sun, baby. Aha. That's it? Oh, that's it. Alright, Angov, come face me. I will destroy you. She's all fiery and naked. Yeah, I did see that. I did see those pictures. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, we did it.
It's so beautiful. Do you see? Things have already changed. The weird tree has been restored.
Do you see? No, I don't really. Am I supposed to be
Thank
already
the
having
Guardians
seen
that
that?
you did. We were losing this battle, but now things are different. And you, a stranger.
There's no into this
No
reservoir.
wonder you
Okay, so we
served
helped.
in the Lion Guard before coming to the Weird, so I know more about the world. I think it's time my sisters stopped hiding. We could benefit from more outside contact.
Will the weird tree
If
recover?
there are no more attacks, the tree will be fine. A hunter, Gloria Fausta, came looking for help while you were inside the tree. I'm ashamed to say we turned her away. We couldn't divert our attention when the outcome of your battle
Okay,
was still
Gloria
unclear.
Fausta, where did she go?
Aldcroft. She said werewolves captured Camlorn and the Duke had fled. We weren't able to aid her, but perhaps you can. Chamberlain Weller and Aldcroft would know more.
So we heard about Camlorn. We actually defeated one of the side quests. Oh, I'll head there. Press the wrong button. We learned. Oh, so this is Aldcroft. So I'm guessing this is. Is this what was taken over? I don't know. I don't know, but we faced a werewolf here, and that was kind of the thing, was like, oh, a werewolf, and there was these rumors, there were rumors about werewolves taking over Camlorn. I don't know where is that Camlorn? I don't know where that is, but we're going to Owlcroft to find out. And I got some kind of staff. I don't know if it's a is it Inferno staff? It is an Inferno staff. Okay. I'll take it. It looks cooler than what I had. For sure. This gives me more experience points, but that's okay. Being a little bit stronger is nice. I need to... My next step is gonna be to sell. I need to sell all my stuff. Okay, right now I don't have anything that I want to go for, I don't think. I have soul magic. I could level some of my soul magic up, but I freaking love Nova. It's great, right? Like, I really liked it, and I upgraded it so it has like these fiery things spinning around. It's really cool. The DK elites are boring. Camelon's a dungeon, so it's the black doorway icon. Oh, it is? This one up here? This is the Red Petal Bastion. Which one are you talking about? Which door? I only see the one. And this is Red Petal Bastion. You can unlock this area with an ESO Plus membership or by purchasing Red Petal Bastion Dungeon DLC. I don't know. That's okay. We gotta go to Aldcroft. I gotta sell stuff. So, let's go there. Ultimates, not elites. Yeah. It's all the same thing anyways, you know. Like, they call like the open world, they call the open world something else, right? They call it the... What do they call it? I always forget what they call the open world in ESO. There's a merchant right here. Perfect. Hello.
Hello there.
Can I sell you stuff? I am not allowed. Okay. Fine. Be that way. Okay, there's a side quest here. I'm not doing that side quest. It's around there. Yeah, I used to call Guilders to Elites limit breaks. Oh, yeah. Well, it's all this, you know, I mean, they come up with like all these fancy new different names, but it's all technically the same stuff anyways. It's the, you know, the gung-ho ability that you use at the peak of battle. Hello. I just want to get the eyeball. Can I get the eyeball here? Thank you. Ah. Oh, I got knocked off. And I have everyone around me. Great. Love it. Big fan. That's fine. You all want to die? Then you're all gonna die. No, I'm attacking her. Yeah, boom. I do like that attack. Ooh, what do we have here? I'm not gonna read all that. We're just gonna get out of here.
Hey, you there.
Nope, not helping you. Sorry. Side quests. We don't care about side quests. If I do every side quest in the game, it's gonna take me 30,000 years to get through this game, and I'm not doing that. There's absolutely no way. You fill up a rage bar and use the thing. I mean, that's kind of exactly what it is. I really... Elite skills in Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2 have always been a little bit different, especially in Guild Wars 1. In Guild Wars 1, they were just kind of like... Oh, yeah. Here, I'll pay the gold for attacking that lady earlier. Didn't mean to do that. It was easier than I thought. Yeah, well, I'm not going to fight the guard. I can sell things. Sell all the things. Because I don't care about crafting. I guess I can... I'm going to keep those for now. I don't care about that. I don't care about any of these. I don't care. Just, Poison. I guess I'm gonna keep the poisons. I can put those in. Ooh, I'm gonna keep that trophy. Definitely need that. Can't sell that. I'm just gonna sell all these. I don't really care. I need room. Look at all these things. Repair everything. Perfect. I just needed room in here. Alright, what's going on here? Refugees injured. That's why I restart so much, because I do side quests. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just I can't. Okay, I'm trying to like connect. Oh, I'm stuck in here. Let me out, please. So you do side quests, so you make new characters to do more side quests, but then you can like just keep your character and do side quests, like your original characters. That seems such a weird spot to be drying your clothes. Above water? I mean, I get above water so that the water drips down and you don't, you know, whatever, you don't get, like... But it's so random. Like, there's no house around. It's such a weird place to do that. I don't know. See? That's a better place to dry your clothes. I don't know why I'm criticizing people drying their clothes.
I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment.
I'm searching for a hunter named Gloria Fausta.
I don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those bloodthorn bastards. We have a situation with Duke Sebastian of Camlorn. Perhaps
Hopefully, class revamps and Tamriel Tomes will stop me from doing that. I mean, maybe. No, like, I make a character, map complete, do all the things, and then I get bored with that specific class and want to try something new. Rinse, repeat. Yeah. I can see that. I just looked at a, there was a video that someone made about, like, RPGs releasing this year. And I gotta say, I mean, obviously, you know that I'm doing the Kena, whatever, playthrough right now, and I want to do a bunch of others, and I have a long list. But there's really good ones coming out this year, and I'm very excited to see some of those RPGs that maybe I can, like, dig my teeth into. Not really MMOs. Like, I think MMOs are just kind of whatever. But there's also apparently in the works, and it's very far along in the development, is a new From Software game, apparently, I heard. So I'm kind of hoping that all of that is going to kind of get me to, like, play some other things. Because in the last few years, I've really stepped away from playing other games. And I've missed out on a lot of games that have come out that I feel like are, like, really good. And so I looked up a list of, like, cool RPGs that I've kind of missed out on, and then cool ones that are coming out, so that I can kind of like spread out and do some like other things, you know, as these like go on sale and I can get them like on Steam for like a big discount or whatever. Like, I'm gonna be purchasing them on there and then playing through them or whatever, you know. With them removing that, I can stick to one character at a time, find a class I like based on the revamps and the subclass system. Did I want based on the Tamriel Tome system and do the season content, right? Hopefully that all works out to the point where you're like content with everything going on. I still need to play Claire Obscure. Yeah, I'd never finished that either, so that's probably going to be... I've really learned that I can't be streaming new games like that. I can stream like MMOs like this, and I can stream like, you know, live service games, and that's probably what I'm going to stick with streaming. But I've learned that like real RPGs, I don't really, because I feel like I get so sidetracked with other stuff when it comes to streaming that I don't finish the streams, that I don't finish the things that I started like that. And I've done it with a couple of games now, that I want to really focus on like when I'm playing these RPGs, that I'm actually just making the videos. So I want to do more of that, and I have the time for that right now. So I want to do a bunch of these. I have like so many more that I need to add to this list, but the list right here only has like 25 games on it, but there was probably another 10 alone that I added today on like games that I want to play through. So gonna play the new Overwatch story and shit for... No, not really. I don't like Overwatch. I like Paladins, but I never got into Overwatch, so unfortunately that's not something that I really want to play. So yeah, I don't know. I heard they released wasn't Overwatch, but it was League of Legends. They released like a fighting game recently, and I haven't heard anything about it. I just saw like a post about it, about how there were layoffs from the team that made that, which is always so common. It's so common that a gaming company releases a game and then a month later, or an expansion or something, and a month later they lay off like all of their people. I mean, it's just like, man, that's fucked up. Like, there needs to be, specifically in the United States, they need to introduce more labor laws that kind of protect some of these developers, that let them enter in like long-term contracts that they can't just be fired out of, right? Like, I feel like that's one of the things that really needs to start happening, specifically in the video game industry. It's so rough out there that developers can like lose their job on a whim, right? At like en masse like that, right? Where they like fire entire teams, entire studios overnight because the shareholders decide, oh, you know what, we made the money out of what we needed, and we don't need this company anymore. We've made the money, 10 times over what we spend, and we're good, right? We can live in our mansions and buy another yacht for ourselves, and we're good, right? And it's like, okay, that's not really cool, right? I feel like they really need to, gaming needs a union. Yeah. Where they have careers locked down. Yeah, 100%. I mean, 100%, where, because it's such a thing. Obviously, it's something that I've thought about too. I was like, do I want to get into game development or something? And I'd be willing to like relocate too. But the thing is, like, it's such a fragile thing. Like, the industry that I'm in right now, I'm really good at, and where I'm at, it's very competitive in the sense that I have a lot of places I can go to. So even if my boss fires me tomorrow, within the hour I can have another job, and I get paid the probably close to same amount of money that I'm getting right now, right? So it's one of those things where I kind of have this job security, not with the one job, but with the location that I'm at, right? Because it's a very there's a lot of places for me to work here, right? But when I'm thinking about like game development and stuff like that, there's only so many companies that you can work for. There's only so many companies that are willing to pay a good, good salary and stuff like that, and again, they can fire you on a whim, and you can sit there and not have a job for a whole year because no one is hiring right now, and it's rough, man. It's really rough. I have so many friends in the gaming industry, and they're all telling me to stay away, and I like playing games, not creating them. Yeah, and that was always my thing. I thought about like becoming like maybe like a tester or something, or there's like these like jobs that kind of circle around the actual development that I was looking into, right? There's like gaming journalism and stuff like that, and I was looking into that, but then, or at least not looking into that, but I was thinking about it. But then my thing was like, I could just like keep my channel and create my own journalism, right? I could sit here and I could become like a news channel, and I could say, hey, I'm gonna go to like the next Gamescom, or like the next like convention or whatever, and try out new games and write a report about it, or make a video about it, or whatever, and I could do that myself. I wouldn't have to like get into that, but did all then you come depressed. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's probably not as fun as just like playing the games or whatever. So I'm kind of staying away from that industry, but I definitely, for me, my thing is specifically I'm trying to like figure out really what I want to do specifically for myself, because I don't want to stay in the industry that I'm in anymore, and I don't know what I'm doing with my YouTube channel. So obviously I'm streaming, obviously I'm making like random, I'm doing playthroughs and stuff like that, but obviously I don't have a big following in that sense, right? Like, I release like a playthrough video on it, if I get like 10 views on a video like that, that's a lot of views, right? So it's kind of like, is there a future there? Probably not, right? So it's like, I don't know what I want to do. I know that I want to create content and stuff, but yeah, gaming in general is like just really rough. I think it's a really rough, like all around, very saturated in a lot of areas, and very rough on developers and stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll have to. I don't know. I'll have to kind of see how things continue. But yeah, I hope that there's some kind of, I don't know, something for people in the gaming industry, that there's some kind of massive shift in the way that they do it, because it is such a, it is now such a multi-billion-dollar industry, right, where there's so much money to be made out of, which, 20, 30 years ago, that wasn't the case. Like, yeah, there were big industries back then, but they weren't as massive as they are now. Where you have like multi-billion-dollar companies that have like all these shareholders that, that are the main concern of companies. Back then, that wasn't the case. Back then, it was like, like 7, 8 people in a room sitting there and developing games and, releasing them. And, it was a different time back then. But it's really gotten to the point where I feel like they need to shift a little bit more into just having more security for developers and stuff. All right, we have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Camlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help to extract the Duke. It's so random. Why would they just ask me to help extract the dude from? And like, you guys know nothing about me.
Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped. That's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us.
All right, Logan Thackeray.
The damn Bloodthorn cult. With Camlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse.
I'll talk to Lieutenant Harim.
Harim was scouting near the lighthouse.
Okay. Oh. All right, Logan Thackeray. We'll go. Oh, I gotta get the waypoint. The way shrine. Waypoint, way shrine, same thing. Yeah, but there's some really, really cool games coming out this year that I'm kind of excited for, that I want to kind of get into. One is like Fate Keeper, that looked really, really good, that I saw today, where I was just like, I really like that. Another one was, oh god, I put them all, let me look at I put them all on my wish list. That's how I kind of keep track of some of the new games that I want to play. Let me look what I have on here as well. Monster Hunter Stories 3 is the new one coming out. I didn't play the first two, but I heard the third one looks really, really good, so I don't know. There was, Lords of the Fallen 2. Where is that? Lords of the Fallen 2. I didn't play the first one, so I'm probably going to stick with the first one and gonna play that first. But the second one is coming out this year, and that is promising to be really good. Then they have, what else do they have? Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. So I've never played any of the Dragon Quest games, but that one looks really cute. I've also been looking at like maybe getting into Dragon Quest, because that is one of the super popular series that I've never gotten into, and I know that they have all the 2D remakes, so I have them all on my list. I have Dragon Quest 1 and 2, the 2D remakes, the HD 2D remakes, and then the Dragon Quest 3 on my wish list as well. So if they go on sale, I might play through those as well. Then I have, let's see, what else do I have on here? Because some of these I'm like, whatever, I just have them. Mortal Shell was another one. It's like a Souls-like dark fantasy. That looked really cool. The reviews are mixed, but it's not even that expensive. So if that goes on sale, I might try that out. Then I have, there's some games that I'm like, I don't even know what this is. What is this? Oh, okay. Interesting. That's a game that's already around. I'm looking for like new games. Fate Keeper. Oh, Bloodstained. Bloodstained is having a new entry coming out at some point. I think this year they talked about it. the Scarlet Engagement, and I really enjoyed the was it the Ritual of the Night, which I played like years ago, and that was really really fun. Wasn't there another game that I was thinking? Maybe one of those was the one I was thinking about. So, but there's a bunch of games that I have on my wish list that I'm going to be looking at, like purchasing if they go on like big sales. Like if there's some sales going on, I might purchase them, and you guys might see a playthrough of. So, main game I'm looking forward to will be free to play when it releases, so don't have to stress. Troy Baker. Oh yeah, that's right. That's his name. Yeah, he's everyone. He's everywhere. Suicune Starleap. Also looking forward to Tides of Annihilation, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, because I'm such a Tomb Raider fangirl. When it comes to MMOs, Scars of Honor looks cute, possibly, so waiting that. Yeah, I don't know. MMOs, I'm just not hopeful, because so many MMOs come out and they promise to be big and crazy and whatever, and they end up not being like anything like that at all. Like they die before they even, they come out, and for like a month they're good, and then they it's all about like microtransactions and stuff, and they just kind of die where they are. Like it's super sad. There's a lone little house here, and there's a side quest. I'm not doing the side quest, I don't care. But hello, we're coming here. Lieutenant Harim. I'm here to help rescue the Duke. The Duke's in the lighthouse guarded by butts. Okay, I'll go rescue the Duke. I don't need to have that full-on conversation, because I'm just gonna go. Scars of Honor is like old school WoW, but with a ton of modders improved for young folks, old folks. I find, is it gonna be like tap target combat? I really find that I hate tap target combat nowadays. I like action combat. I definitely am at the point where I'm like, I want action combat in my games. That's why I'm looking at a lot of Souls-likes right now, because I'm really getting, like, one of the games I talked about recently that I played that is gonna be on my playthrough list as well, was Tainted Grail, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's not a very long game, and it feels like they wanted to build a larger world than they did, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It was very interesting because they had all this lore, all this info about this larger world that you don't get to see, and they had like this deep lore that you don't really get into. But it was super fun. It was like a Skyrim-ish game, more like Skyrim. And I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that was super fun. They had some interesting lore. It was good. And but yeah, I'm leaning towards more those types of games right now that are more like action oriented. Okay, there's the Duke. Yes, I'm here to rescue you. Okay, we gotta destroy the crystals. Boom. That seems like a terrible trap. You can just like destroy the crystals in the sun.
Thanks, friend. I overheard the cultists talking. They have a prisoner who's a threat to the werewolf leader Falchu. They plan to execute her. If she really is a threat, then it seems crucial that we rescue her.
Okay, Falchu, I'll return to Owlcross. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to all the dialogue, but it's a mix like Guild, so you can choose between action, tap target, and top-down tactical, almost like Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights style, or Dragon Age. Interesting. Yeah, I can't. The top-down thing is not really for me anymore. Warriors sometimes make the mistake of thinking that there are no tactics with the mace. They assume that the sword is all about skill and the mace is all about strength and stamina. As a veteran instructor of mace tactics, I can tell you they're wrong. Wielding a mace properly is all about timing and momentum. Once the swing of the mace has begun, stopping it or slowing it down is difficult. The fighter is committed to not just the blow, but also the recoil. Begin your strike when the opponent is leaning forward, hopefully off balance. It is completely predictable that he will lean backward, so aim for a point behind his head. By the time the mace gets there, his head will be in its path. The mace should be held at the ready, shoulder high. The wind-up should not extend past his shoulders by more than a hand width. When swinging, lead with the elbow. As the elbow passes the height of your collarbone, extend the forearm like a whip. The extra momentum will drive the mace faster and harder, causing far more damage. At the moment of impact, let the wrist loosen. The mace will bounce and hurt a stiff wrist. Allow the recoil of the blow to drive the mace back into the ready position, thereby preparing the warrior for another quicker strike. Interesting. If you zoom out, the best I can explain, top down is one of my faves. Really, yeah, I don't know. I used to really love them, and I used to be a big fan of like Diablo style games and stuff like that. I don't know. I've stepped away from that a lot. Like I don't enjoy that anymore. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. I think there's some games that I might enjoy this on, but Great Harbingers of the Companions. The history recorded by Svik the Long-Sighted of the Circle of Jorvaskr in the Second Era. While I am not gifted with a sharp gift of words, I have learned the stories of the companions before me and set to record them that they might not be lost when I am. Hereafter is the list of notable harbingers of the companions, those who led us through the darkness to glories in Sovngarde. Notes on the harbinger. The companions have never had a true leader since Isgramor. None have been mighty enough to quarrel the great hearts that beat within Jorvaskr. While others like mages and thieves need the blessings of the hierarchy to know how to dress, we companions are capable of leading our own destinies to glory. The Harbinger advises, resolves disputes, and helps to clarify when questions arise of the nature of honor. In the thousands of years the companions have held at Jorvaskr, they have been harbingers both terrible and brilliant, those known for their those for their hearts, and those for their minds. Here are listed some of the most gloried harbingers who inspire song and deed. Isgramor, or Wisgramor, I don't know. Isgramor, the first harbinger, the first man, the bringer of words, and the one who first bound the companions to honor in that far-off land long ago. Better people have written of him, so I will not attempt to meet their words. Jeeg of the River, captain of Jorvaskr during the return, discoverer of the Skyforge, founder of Whiterun, and keeper of the original Oath of the Companions, now lost to time. While other crews sought glory and conquest, his was the first to settle and serve as protectors for the less war-gifted in the land as they came behind. Marifwheel, the Withdrawn. Several hundred years after the death of Isgramor, the Companions as we now know them, were soldiers for hire, little better than mercenaries. Our services could be purchased for the fighting of wars, but the commitment to individual honor meant that often shield brothers would be forced to face each other on the field of battle. The bonds of honor which bind the companions threatened to break until in his wisdom decreed that, I mean, it's just like here's a jumble of letters, make a word out of this. Like, it's like one of those craft your own word. Decreed that we would no longer be party to any war or political conflict of any kind. Because of his steady hand, the companions today are known as impartial arbiters of honor, in addition to their glories on the field of battle. Sirach the Lofty, the first harbinger to not be of ancestral Admoran blood. This was around the time that the Nords began to think of themselves as such, and there were great disputes about purity and legacy of Isgramor. Sirach was first came to Jorvaskr as a servant, but the Red Guard quickly proved his mettle when treated disrespectfully by one of the less honor-bound warriors of the time. Granted the statue of an honorary companion after saving the life of Harbinger Tolvar the Unmentioned, he became known as the most capable of shield brothers in the hall, with speed and cunning surpassing any of the old Admoran stock. His time as Harbinger was short-lived, but it is said that his field knowledge of blade work continues to pass to every new companion through their training. Hanantir the Outsider, the first Elven Harbinger. Like Sirach before him, he was initially subject to ridicule when arriving at Jorvaskr, for this was the time, near the closing of the First Era, when elves were not permitted to be full companions, and few were even allowed to see the inside of the hall. Hanantir was humble in the daylight hours, performing any task asked of him. At night, he trained fiercely in the outside yard, allowing himself only minutes of sleep before resuming his servant duties the next day. So he toiled through several harbingers, never resting, never complaining, and always keeping his mind and body sharp. Given his long life, he became to be trusted by the new companions as the one who helped them learn the ways of honor. When one such pupil had aged into an old man and become become Harbinger himself, Henantier was the one at his deathbed. With all companions assembled, he named Henantier as his successor, saying, "Even an elf can be born with the heart of a Nord sometimes." There were some number of companions who laid down their weapons that day, but those who remained knew the truth of honor, and it is their legacy we continue to bear. Mackie, back of the piercing eyes. Fresh install takes forever. Yeah, 100 plus gigabyte. That's a lot. That takes a long time for sure. A Harbinger known for her great beauty, but any who underestimated her on account of it would never make the mistake again. She was said to have once stared down half an opposing army, then slaughtered the remainder single-handedly. Her disappearance in her 8th year as Harbinger has never been explained, though many slanderous lies claim to make accountings for it. Kierno Longnose. After the dark periods of the Second Era, when a string of false and dishonorable harbingers laid claim to Jorvaskr, it was Kierno Longnose who gathered the true hearts of the companions in the wilds and stormed Jorvaskr itself, killing the usurpers and returning honor through blood in the old ways. He began the tradition of trusted advisors called the Circle, after our great lord Iskermore's council of captains, who would serve as examples to the younger, newer companions. By ensuring that the notions of honor can have an unbroken string of tradition, he steadied the cores of the companions and restored our destinies to that of Iskermore's, pressing ever onwards to Sovngarde. Alright, so we read all that. I'm not reading this. Exodus to Somerset. That was a lot of reading. Okay. Gloria, hello! I've been looking for you.
You couldn't lift the axe, let alone deal with all the blood.
Look at her face. Like, something is going on with their faces, so she smiles like, It's like, that's not what the face that's not the face you're supposed to make. Save your insults. I'm here to free you.
Cut me loose. We'll kill these bloodthorn dogs and then go after Falchu and his werewolves.
What kind of threat do you pose to Falchu?
Let's just say I have some inside knowledge that can help us put an end to the mangy dog. Now get me out of these ropes.
Duke Sebastian will want to talk to you.
Sebastian? We don't have time for... Oh, very well. We'll talk to the Duke. Let's go, then. No time to waste.
Alright, I'll cut you loose.
My thanks, friend. That was too close for comfort. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
Yeah, that's why shit is like a bug that's been plaguing the game since launch. It's like her yeah, it's so weird because it's so random. Like, they'll smile and it's like such a weird, like, almost devious looking smile. It's so weird. Ooh, I want to see if there's anything interesting around here. Any chests for me to open, or... Oh, there's a chest out there. Do you guys see it? Spotted it. It's mine. It's mine! Yeah! Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. You dead. I'm gonna use my ultimate! Yay! It's super powerful. Look at that. I summoned a little sun. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty rad, dude. Why are you thinking of drinking right now? We're doing finessey things. Cool. Oop, broke that. Yay.
I didn't even hear it click.
I wish that gave more experience points, to be honest. That was really like a low amount. Alright, we gotta go back to town. Can I just swim across here? I probably can, right? Like over there. I can just like swim across. It's much faster than walking all the way around. We're hopping! Not sure how that's physically possible, but we're hopping. Whee! A red guard. Yes. My character is red guard. Yes. I have the red guard skills. I just like the way they look. I like their physical appearance more. So I worked on him a little bit, and I like the way he looks. I guess I can just like do that to show him off. But yeah, I like the way he looks, so I kind of stuck. I know Redguard probably it doesn't really work. Like it's more of like a physical thing or whatever. He's not a mage, but I don't care. Whatever. I don't go with meta things. Look, it's a little rat. What the hell was that? What just ran by me? Won't anybody help me? Who's screaming that? Oh, someone over there. We don't care. It's gonna be a dark elf. Yeah, I don't know. I used to love dark elves, and I do have a few of them, but I've kind of stepped away from doing dark elf stuff. Like, I don't know. I just kind of not a big fan of those anymore. I don't know why. I've always been a fan usually of the dark elves, but I've lately just kind of like, nah, you know what? I want something else. I've leaned more towards human-like characters now. Nadine's Diary. Ooh. Tirdas, we arrived today to begin our exile here in Altcroft. Father assures us this town will serve as well as a temporary capital and stronghold from which to retake our home. Our life in Camlorn seems like a dream now, like another time. Midas. The porter, Charles, keeps shooting glances at me when he thinks I do not see. He's a sweet boy, but he should know better. I think Father even noticed. Father has been under such stress lately, I would not want to add to his plate. Turdas. I thought to speak to Charles today, but I couldn't find him. No one had seen him since Father asked him to come along to tend to his horse. I asked Father what became of Charles, but he dismissed me angrily. I'm beginning to worry about Charles and about Father. Ooh, something happened to Charles. There's the Chamberlain, but so did the Duke have the servant killed? So that is Nadine, his daughter. Interesting.
Here I am, safe and sound back in Altcroft. I have you to thank for that.
I find them attractive, the female ones. Yeah, I mean, some of them look kind of cool, but I don't like their hair options, and I've really started to dislike their elongated, like, faces and stuff. Just not a fan of that. Have you spoken to Gloria?
Yes, and I share her concerns about both Camlorn and Altcroft. We must deal with these werewolves once and for all. In fact, I hope to involve you in that.
Oh, great.
Gloria suspects Falchu's agents are here among us, even now.
Werewolves here in Altcroft?
Altcroft?
Altcroft is...
It's exactly what they did in Camlorn before they struck. We need to find and destroy them.
How can I spot hidden
Gloria
werewolves?
says this amulet can be used to reveal the hidden werewolves.
Alright, so we're gonna find these werewolves. What about you?
I know why you're here, but where I got that amulet is a discussion for another time. Just be careful. The werewolves won't appreciate having their secrets revealed.
How does the amulet work?
I'm no expert, but Hercene is the Daedric prince of man-beasts. The amulet bears the call of Hercene. Werewolves can't resist its call. It forces them to reveal their true nature. Pretty useful, right?
Oh, okay. That is the call of Hercene.
Don't you know anything? Hercene, the creator and guardian of all were-creatures? Hercene's call. Well, it calls to their true nature. Reveals them for the beasts they really are.
You seem to know a lot about werewolves.
What of it? Don't you have some werewolves to go find?
I'm interested in your story. I did save your life.
Fair enough. Alright, here's the dark truth. I'm related to Falchu. He's my ancestor. Every day, my family and I live with the shame of the horrors he inflicted on the world. And now he's back. So I hunt werewolves.
Okay, so she's a descendant of Falchu, but Falchu's still alive. Is that because he's a werewolf? Is she the werewolf? I don't know. Warden or Nightblade maneuvers, or when they do remember, will definitely be a Nord. That would be kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so we gotta find werewolves around here. So we gotta use the amulet. Who do we use it on? Like random, not this guy. Not this guy. These people? Dock worker? Do I use it on you? Don't. Oh, refugees. Okay, use. Okay, the amulet.
What was that odd light?
Okay. Can I not use it? Oh, it's on cooldown? Is that? Because it says item not ready yet. Oh, okay.
I don't
Oh my god, she's a werewolf, you guys. Oh my god. Kill her. Alright. Dock worker, refugee.
What was that odd light?
Nord ice themed mage. Yeah, I have a ice themed like a warden. And that is super fun to play. Like completely ice themed that's actually really fun character to play. That's one of the ones that I actually enjoy.
That was strange. What just happened?
That was strange. What just happened? Oh, can I use it on you? Oh my god, I hate that there's a cooldown on the stupid amulet. Oh god. Uh-oh. Okay. Dock worker? Yeah, ice wolves versus ice stab and warden ice stuff because of subclassing. Yeah, that is, and I think that's the setup that I have. That I have on that character, and it's super fun. It's really, really cool. Definitely recommend that as a class setup. I don't know, I kind of got bored of playing it, but I remember I had a really good time with it. For sure.
It burns my skin. It's on. Pour out chew for victory.
Alright. Getting there. Some more over here. Yes. Master Clean Pelt Harvester. Jesus, that's a long achievement name. Dock worker. Are you a refugee? You are.
What's happening to me?
Oh, you're transforming? You are transforming.
Attack! Attack!
Boom. Alright, we did it. I want to see what's on this boat. Is there like something to read or something? Sometimes on boats. There's one thing that it's so weird, and I don't know. I'm sure you, Mish, will probably like kind of understand what I'm talking about. Maybe completely understand. I don't know. But there's always something when I go on these boats, specifically in ESO. I don't know why, but it always reminds me of going on the boat in Terranigma. And like how you go on the, like you go into the port and you have that like really sad, like the port music is so sad. Like when you go to any of the ports, the music is so sad. I don't know why. It is a very emotional song. So it's always like, oh, you leave on like this journey, right? And it's just kind of like, you know, you step onto the boat and you can use your ship to like cross the sea or whatever. And it just reminds me of that. Like every time I go across these like planks and step onto the boat, it just reminds me of that repeated scene that you see in Terranigma, that you step onto that boat to like travel across the world and stuff. I mean, later on you get like the airplane and stuff, but yeah, I think you use the ship for like you definitely use the ship a lot longer than you use the airplane. The airplane is like, and the airplane isn't really like, doesn't have accessibility until you build all of the towns, so it's really not the smartest thing to use anyways. They're revamping Warden and Sorcerer so close to each other. I really want to see what they do with Sorcerer, because there's a lot of things with Sorcerer that I find really boring, and like not really, it doesn't really feel like a Sorcerer to me. So I'm really hoping, like specifically in the dark magic like line, that they do something really interesting with it. Like I'm really hoping that they do something cool there.
Are they here? Are Falchu's cursed offspring here in
I'm afraid so.
So Gloria was right.
But it seems once again I'm in your debt. At least we know we're...
Meanwhile, Gloria has discovered something important.
What did Gloria discover?
Gloria says that Falchu was summoned back from the dead. If that could happen once, how can we hope to stop this villain? Anyway.
How can I capture... Okay.
Gloria needs a live werewolf. Can you capture one for her?
How do I capture live
Sergeant
werewolf?
Armoil. His soldiers faced werewolves in Camlorn, and They captured one of the beasts. He can advise you.
Okay, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to her though too.
As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss.
Tell me about the ritual you're going to perform.
Falchu died a long, long time ago. He was summoned back from the dead. I want to find out who to blame for that. You can read the history of a werewolf sire from the blood of his offspring. That's why we need to capture a werewolf.
Oh, okay. You can read the history of a werewolf sire from the blood of his offspring. Okay, aren't you the offspring?
If that was a joke, I don't think it was very funny. Go capture me a werewolf.
Oh, I thought we just needed the blood, but I guess you need to actually kill them in a ritual, so I guess we can't use them. Got it. Dark magic line combined with Arcanist and Necro. Go for the full Dark Mage. Yeah, I wanted to do that as well, actually combining it with Nightblade. And that was this original character before I decided to go like all fiery and stuff, and it didn't work out. It wasn't good. It didn't really work out. I ended up being super reliant on just using the Arcanist line and just using that, and I'm like, I might as well just make an Arcanist then and just use that. Okay, I definitely want that for sure. Definitely want that. Okay, the other one still takes some time.
Duke of Camlorn was kidnapped. First he lost his city, and now this.
Yes, dear, that's terrible.
Soul magic. I guess I'm gonna revise it without spending a soul gem. When soul drops below 20%, your soul explodes, dealing magic damage to enemies every 2 minutes and scales off max health. Killing enemy has a how many empty soul gems do I have? Do I have a lot of those? Because if I have them, what is that under materials? No. Slottable? It's not slottable, right? No. Supply? I guess supplies. Yeah, I have 11 empty ones. So I think I want to go with that, being able to charge some of these empty ones. As I get more empty soul gems, it'll be nice to be able to charge them at random, you know? And have fully charged ones. Okay, let's go over here. Might be better than Necro, we shall see. Depends on the changes to Nightblade. We'll have to look for that. Yeah, definitely. For sure. And I might remake that character too, depending on what the changes are to like dark magic specifically, and how that might work with other people. Oh, we have more. Oh, look at these people exercising. I love it.
Is there anything you can tell me? My son left 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from him since.
All right, I'm gonna read this book over here on that log. The Ivory Lord. This is volume 2. The sound of clanking armor and approaching footsteps echoed through the dark streets. It was obvious that the marchers didn't care if they were heard. In fact, it sounded like they were trying to make more noise than was necessary. Eric Dellen, so this was the guy that accidentally stumbled into he was the cook's son, and he practiced late at night, and he accidentally stumbled into this group of people that were like trying to fight some kind of enemies or whatever. And he stumbled into this group and now was part of this group, right? So we continue that story. Eric Dellen closed his eyes and listened. He tried to count how many armor-clad booths were pounding toward them. Not that the numbers mattered. If there were 2 Alessians or 10, Eric knew how it would end. Someone's going to stick a blade right through my head, he thought. Eric felt a hand touch his shoulder, and he opened his eyes. Kalindon, the mercenary Aelid knight with the long, flowing golden hair, squeezed his shoulder reassuringly. "Stick close to me," Kalindon said. A sense of calm came over Eric as he nodded in response. It was as if the Aelid knight knew exactly what Eric was thinking. Eric would have taken more comfort in that thought if the sounds of the footsteps weren't getting closer and louder. Kishna, a Khajiit warrior on Eric's other side, pulled 2 blades from their sheaths and held one up. She wanted them to hold for her signal. The other mercenaries in the alley shifted back and forth, excitement and fear shining in their eyes as they waited for the order to attack. More steps, louder, louder, and then silence. Eric looked around in surprise. Why had the unseen marchers stopped? The rest of the mercenaries' band seemed as confused as he was, except for Kishna and Kalindon. Kishna raised blade raised blades did not move. Eric would later learn that what happened next is what usually happens when you hire people willing to stab other people with swords and daggers. The mercenaries grow impatient and become eager to spill blood so they can collect their gold. Usually, this break in discipline brings such hired soldiers to their end that much quicker, and unfortunately, it was Eric's group that broke first. "Kill those bastards!" the yell rang out from someone behind and to the left of where Eric was standing. Suddenly, they were rushing forward, more a tangled mass than a fighting formation. Eric was pushed to the side as weapons-waving mercenaries shoved him past. "What are those idiots doing?" Kishna demanded as the mercenaries left the cover of the alley. She shook her head in frustration but ran out after them, her twin blades drawn and ready. Kalindon turned to Eric. "Remember what I said." And with that, the elf pulled the large blade from the sheath on his back and ran to join the fray. Eric felt panic overwhelm him, and he stood frozen in place. The clang of weapons and shield, the roars of battle, the screams of pain, everything sounded muffled to Eric's ears. His feet felt stuck to the cobbled street. The war had arrived, and Eric could only watch it unfold before him. After an eternity that really only lasted a few seconds, Eric was finally able to move. He lifted one foot and placed in front of the other. And placed it in front of the other? I don't know. And placed in front of the other. Slowly, deliberately, he repeated this action until he reached the edge of the alley wall. Eric took a steadying breath, then he peered around the wall. Ooh, it's getting kind of spicy in there. Warden might end up getting the poison instead of the Nightblade, which is why Warden is after DK. Oh, maybe. That could be it, right? It would be interesting to see.
I'm tired of defending this backwater. There's work to be done in Camlorn and... Oh, sorry.
The Duke said you could help me. I need to capture Werewolf. Lexi! My battle mage, Lexi, did it. She should be able to help. Alright, Lexi, where are you? There she is.
Right. So here's how we capture a werewolf. You fight the beast and keep it busy. Meanwhile, I cast the spell that entraps it.
Okay, so you cast magic to trap him. Okay, so we go outside here. So I'm guessing... What is this? The wolf's camp? Warden does have all those insect and plant skills. Could fit poison for sure. I don't... I'm gonna be honest, I never really played Warden beside just using the ice abilities. But I like the variety that they have. They seem to have a lot of, like, skill variety. There's a werewolf. There's a werewolf. Use Lexi's charm. Use it. Yeah.
I think that time I overdid it. Let's find another one.
Okay, so we killed it. He overdid it. That's not good. Use the charm.
No, I haven't. Mud crabs. Now we need another werewolf.
Yeah, By the time you're done catching one of these, I'm gonna have the entire werewolf population dead. Use it, please. Whoa.
By Julianos, it worked. Well,
Who the hell is Julianos?
the ugly cur. Take the werewolf to the cave. I'll tell Sergeant Armoyle it worked.
Okay, to the cave. Okay. Hello. I got a little pet werewolf. That's cute. These guys are tough.
Just getting started.
I was just getting started. Would you be mad? No, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, I don't know. I would hope that they would keep it, like, put it on another class, because I do like ice magic. But no, I wouldn't be mad. I haven't really played that character, but if they removed it, I would just delete that character, because there would be no sense in having that. Because the main abilities that character uses are the Warden Ice abilities. So I would just like delete that character and not have that anymore. But I wouldn't be mad because again, like I'm more happy that a developer is looking at old things and renewing them. And if they find it that that they want to take that out and that doesn't really fit in the class, and they want to give it to someone else, I'm fine with that. Like I said, I think doing that sacrifice for the greater good is a lot better. So, all right, Gloria, here we are. All right, what do we do? We create a link between the three of us.
We'll be able to see into the werewolf's past, and hopefully into Falchu's past as well.
The connection between offspring and sire is strong. Okay. So that's the werewolf. What is this?
Now the legendary werewolf lord shall fulfill Molag Bol's true purpose. Arise, minion. Arise from the dead.
Okay, there's Angoff again.
No one reach man. Serve or suffer, cur. I have bound you to my will. Glenumbra's destruction is your only goal. Today I submit to you, Angoff. But one day soon, I will rip out your heart and eat it whole. Empty boasts from Molag Bol's newest slave. Come, Falchu. We have business to attend to.
Okay, so it's all connected. It's all connected. Angoff has been corrupting everything, and he also took control of the werewolves.
It was Angoff. I thought I smelled the stench of true evil.
What do you think it all
You
means?
saw what I saw. In order to stop Falchu for good, we need to put an end to Angoff. A tall order, but it's not impossible.
Ooh, the werewolf has something to say. Okay, what do you have to say?
Your Duke has been blessed with Hercine's curse. He will destroy everything he loves. You have failed. Angoff has sealed your fate.
Oh, okay. So the Duke is
Was infected? I was afraid of that, but I hoped I was wrong. I've been keeping an eye on him in case the change came over him.
if my speculation, I can see them removing it and adding it to Sorcerer. That would actually be kind of cool. I would like that. If my speculation on pattern is correct, DK is first, total revamp on burn and removal of poisons, then they add those poison to Warden and make Warden more Ranger, Plant, Druid, like with insects and plants, removing the ice, and then Sorcerer gets the ice from Warden and revamped, also revamping the lightning and fire. They need to make the fire feel different than DK's fire though, so don't know how they pull that off. Yeah, I don't know. I would just be I would just be happy with like updated graphics too, because the I just watched, I talked about this earlier, but I did watch yesterday a video of the new animations for Dragon Knight, and they look really cool. Like many of the animations look really, really clean, and I really love what they like. It looks really, really good. So I would just be happy with that, you know, that kind of stuff going on. Okay, we have to do something.
Falchu has been ahead of me every step of the way. This failure falls on my head, but we can resolve this here and now. I need to die, and you need to take my blood.
Wait, what? Why do you need to
We're
die?
wasting time. I need to die so you can take my blood. If administered in time, the blood of the Master can cure his spawn. You know I'm Falchu's descendant. If the Duke drinks my blood, he'll be cured of the curse.
Camlorn needs to Duke. I'm sorry, Gloria, but you need to die. Not this way. We need you alive. I'll handle the Duke. Oh, what do we pick, you guys? Oh, that's a rough choice, because I really like her. And she's, like, willing to just, like... I don't know. The Duke kind of... I mean, the Duke doesn't seem like a bad guy, but he also kind of killed that servant guy at the same time, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about any of this. I want a sandwich. I'm hungry. I've been... Just so you guys know, I've been, like, trying to fast. Like, intermittent fast. And it's been rough. I'm not having a good time with it. So, I haven't eaten, like, all day. And I'm hungry. And I really want a sandwich right now. Oh my god. Like a delicious chicken sandwich. I don't know what I'm gonna pick here. Camlorn needs to Duke. Does Camlorn need to Duke? I don't know. Ugh, I can't decide. I kind of want to go. I kind of want to keep her alive. I feel like because she could really help with like. The blood of the master can cure his spawn. This feels like such a hard choice, and I don't know why. I think I'm gonna kill the Duke. I don't know. Whatever. Not this way. We need you alive.
Damn it! I hope your noble attitude doesn't get everyone else killed. All right. I guess I'll stay alive long enough to see this through. Let's go before it's too late. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
I'm keeping her alive. Because she's cool. She is like, you know, she's all about taking action. I don't care about the Duke. I have no connection at all to the Duke. Like, at least she has been, like, you know, helpful in all of this stuff. The Duke really hasn't done much, so I'm kind of, I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to justify the action, because I think it's a very, it's not obvious, but it's also like it's one of those choices where like we really don't know enough to make such an important choice, you know. So whatever. Yeah. Ooh, hello. We got a crocodile out here. I've not seen one of these guys. I don't think I've fought these guys yet. That's a new enemy.
Great tavern around here.
Well, I'm looking for like chests to open. I don't care about a tavern. Oh, we have another book.
Over here, Initiate.
What? Why? I'm not an initiate. Oyara's journal. I've been posted to Outcroft. It's nice to have a proper camp near a proper town. Baruch still makes us drill every damn day, but what can you do? I've been speaking to the mages that are sharing our camp. They can be extremely interesting. They know a lot about the history of the area and all kinds of other things. Fahur says that there's an old mine around here. Kuras, the place is called. It's somewhere west of the swampy fens. He says the place is overrun with creatures or cultists or something. He isn't quite sure. Fahur's information tends to be incomplete at best. Wish I could check it out. It would be nice to discover something, see a little action, maybe earn a commendation instead of just patrolling Outcroft again. Oh well, I can dream about adventure even if I can't go chasing after cultists and treasure whenever the urge strikes me. Kuras, okay. It says to the west, mines of Kuras discovered. Oh, this place right here. Oh, interesting. So we learned about a little delve in here. Ooh, I might go in there, you guys. Let's finish up this part, and then when they have me, you know, because they always have you like move on to like the next, probably up here or something. When they have me move up there, I'm gonna check out that delve over there. That's kind of cool. I like that through reading a journal, I can find other places in the world. That's really neat. All right, so there's the Duke all infected and stuff. I guess it's time to kill him.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I thought I could fight it off. I was wrong.
Well, destruction staff, I mean, that's a weapon, right? Did they? Oh, because you're saying because they did the two-handed and then Dragon Knight, which kind of goes hand in hand, right? So you're saying like sorcerer goes hand in hand with destruction staff. That's why you'd want to see a change there too. Yeah, destruction staff changes would be nice too. So maybe they're comfortable with destruction staff for now. It's gonna take longer to revamp. It has 3 types. Yeah, I mean the thing is like I think it's all about like the animations and stuff too. Like those are really cool on the Dragon Knight. So it'd be really cool to see those. They're not bad on the destruction staff, but it would be cool to see some new stuff. Your Grace, we know you have the curse. Yes, I
but one favor. Let me say farewell to my wife and daughter.
Oh, I don't know if... No, we can't risk it. If you go in there, you're gonna infect them. I can't risk it, but I won't kill you. Gloria, capture him. Really? Okay, I guess we can capture him.
You heartless. I'll never see my family again.
Okay, well, I don't really give a shit about your family, so... I can't risk that. He's gonna go inside and he's gonna just kill them, right?
That was unexpected. Why did you
We can't kill the dude. Camlor needs him.
You really are an old softy. Well, I've got him. I think. Normally, I'd never keep a werewolf as a pet. But in this case, perhaps you're right. If we can cure the Duke, that would certainly be better than killing him.
Right, there you go. See?
You would call mercy a weakness, but I think it shows strength of character. We're going to need such strength in the days ahead.
Is there anything more that we can do for Camlorn?
Valchu's already been brought back to life once. We need to make sure that can't happen again.
How do we prevent that?
Cat Mages Guild researchers working on that problem. They're trying to find out how Valchu originally died. If you want to help, they're at Glenember Moors, the battle site where Valchu died the first time.
I'm on my way. Oh, I can't go into the Duke's residence anymore? Okay, cool. I guess I don't know if his family is going to be okay. All right. So, oh, okay, we got to go up here. So we're going to go to the Delve. I'm your ESO advisor. Hi. I don't know. How can you help me? I'm just walking around. I'm just doing things. I'm just doing quest lines and leveling and not even doing a good meta build. I'm just, you know, having a good time. I hope you're doing good. I think Destructive Staff Chains would be perfect if they could like make it dynamically change the element of the staff based on previously cast spells. That'd be perfect. I guess, but I don't know how that would work on like other classes. Do you seek an adventure or do you seek glory? I mean, I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of I guess adventure if I had to pick one of the two. I'm just leveling through the like quest line. I'm just going through the quest lines. Right now I'm just burning a bunch of werewolves. Not really. I don't know if I'm looking for glory. I've never cared much for glory. I'm going to this delve right now. Oh, there's an island. What's on this island, you guys? Is there anything interesting? There's ships here. What's next door? Is this what I'm looking at? What am I looking at here? Is it this Stormhaven that I'm looking at? Yeah, I think this is what I'm looking at. Other classes have plenty of elements or close to mimic elements. I mean, yeah, but I guess there's some that don't, right? Like, if you look at something like Nightblade, Nightblade doesn't really have like any elements to it. Like any, like, not any of the three main elements. Ooh, there's a boat. I'm gonna go to this boat. Where's Tanloran? Is she just not... Oh, she doesn't swim with me? Got it. What is right here? A dead person. We have another book to read. Illusion of... I drew my weapon. Is there an enemy around? No. Fragment. Then, because he had toyed with the ape maiden Dulce, did Maruk spend his century of penance upon the stone meadows, and his side was seared, and his tongue was swollen, and his pelt was mottled, and his left thumb pointed ever at the stars of the tower. And ever did the shade of Al-Esh speak to him, serrated words that rasped his concept organ, and brought him to wisdom through affliction. And he recorded her words in a simian gore with glyphs on the beseeching scarp, and the fire in his blood did etch the lithic face with the 77 inflexible doctrines. And though the labor depleted, even consumed his very substance, he stinted not, for he knew that death is an illusion. For did not Al-Ash persist speaking knives, though dead? Oh my god, this is like, who writes this stuff? It's so hard to read. And like some of these books are so hard to read. And had not Pelin Al been witness to her death, although dead himself at the death of Umar Il, then did Maruk know a right reaching that one devoted to proper life, and el-Nafic annulment shall persist beyond the illusion of death. For indeed, the drive to expunge corruption can conquer even the arcane cycle. I don't know anything that happened in that book. That entire story is completely lost on me. We're moving on. That's their job to figure out. Well, you know how this goes, Mish. You can't have an idea and half-ass it, alright? So if you're gonna have an idea, I'm gonna need you to pull through on it. I'm probably going completely the wrong way. There's probably like a side path that I could take. There's a tower. You guys see that? Oh, there's a tower on this island. What's on this island? What is that tower? I want to know. I want to know the things. I want to know all the things. Someone was fishing here. I can take a fishing rod. There's a person here. Alright, we're going into the delve, you guys. There's a bird up there. Mines of Kuras. This excessive mines, once famous as a source of crystals and gems, were abandoned. Alright. Well, that's actually pretty big. Alright, we're gonna go through here. I don't have a quest to come in here, but we're just gonna go through and see what's going on in here. Okay, do you take the rad passage or do you take the teal? I'm taking the rad. Yeah. Oh, I love that delay of death. Okay. Oh, hello. There's a bunch of them there. Oh, there's a quest here. We can take that. Oh, I'm battling someone. I didn't even see that. Oh, it's a zombie. Love it. Dead. Sketchbook. This journal contains a variety of sketches, many of them annotated, showing Bloodthorn rituals and Redrock bandits. There's also a folded message stuck between the cover and the first page of the book. Read the message. Oh, Dad, if you're reading this, I hope I'm not dead. The Bloodthorn attacked the mines and caught me off guard. I'm working on an escape plan. Hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. Stay safe at Glenumbra Moors. Your brother, Gifford Viniel. I should deliver this to Dad. Okay. So we're going to the Glenumbra Moors, so that works out perfectly. That works out really, really well for us.
What's it feel like, all that magicka?
It feels great, Tandler, and you should try it sometime. I love getting high on this magicka. Is there anything like like back here? No, I don't see anything. I want to make sure that I get every chest too. I love opening chests so much. There's something about it. Something about it that's very satisfying. Oh, she's a peasant. I was like trying to attack her. How can I free you? Can you get out?
I'm free.
Oh yeah, go ahead, lady. Get out of here. Jeez. There you go. You can get out too. Oh, hello. My God, he was like ready for it. Who? Die. Destruction staff leveled up. Bam. Man, I was so gonna zap you, or not zap you, burn you with my charged attack. Anything interesting down below? I'm not gonna free all these people, but there's always a boss in these delves, and I want to find the boss in here. Ciao. Oops. Got stuck in there. I'm not even getting close enough to have that activate, so. Oh, there's a chest. It's mine. Get out of here. Yeah. Something really satisfying for me every time I do this.
You're not bad with a lockpick.
I'm not bad with a lockpick. It's true. It's the story I've heard many, many times over again. I'm great with a lockpick. I've never lockpicked in real life. Like, I've never even attempted that in any shape or form. Like, not even when I was a kid or something. You know, there's like so many stupid things kids do. I just watched this video of these kids that, I don't know if anyone saw that, but they went into it's like a security camera from like a house or something, and they go into their like dad's pickup truck or whatever. It's these two little boys, and they undo the emergency brake, and the car just like rolls backwards, almost runs over the kids themselves because they try to, like, you know, like I guess stupid kids do, try to push it. Okay, there's the boss here. Push it like to make it stop. Yeah, and it runs off the side of the road and like tumbles down a hill. And I'm just like, how stupid are kids? Like, that's just dumb. I can't even justify that at all. I'm like, why would you do that? I don't know, it's so weird because there's shit that kids do that I never even thought of doing. I don't know, I don't want to say I'm like, oh my god, I was such a smart kid and blah blah blah. Like, it's not even like that, but it's like there's shit that I knew, like, you don't do that, and I knew that as a kid. Like, yeah, there were stupid things that I did, but I know, like, things with like big consequences like that. Can you get through here? You can't get through here, can you? It like looks like you could like crawl through some of these spaces, but I don't think so, right? No. I don't know. I hate kids. I can't deal with them. Hello, lady. Oh, hello. I didn't even see that guy. I was attacking her. Where am I going? To the left. If I see any chests, I will make sure to open them. Free the peasant. Boop. Cool. I'm glad we're finally getting like some action here. I've been like doing all these like conversations with people and stuff. It's like, I just want to do some fighting here. Is there anything back here? Nope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And take this. And take this. Each of you gets one of mine. I don't know. I was trying to like, I'm sure there's some kind of like way to get in there, right? It's probably part of like some kind of quest or something. That's okay. We did a little tour around the mine, and it's fine. We killed the boss. I don't know if I even got the like achievement for it, but that's okay, even if I don't. I'm not that much of a completionist. I like to get things done, but they don't have to be like perfect. Nada. Lame. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming like 5 hours like I did yesterday. Oh, we have a little tower right there. Coven Cottage. Oh, hello. Because I do want to maybe later on record some Kana, kind of get that done. Kana, whatever. All right, let's go continue the story though. Ooh, what was that? Did you guys see that? There's something here. There's nothing here though. Oh, there's some weird. Didn't know you streamed that long because it was only 2 hours and it just ends with you saying be right back. Really? Did it really? And then it never came back? That's crazy. Hold on, let me look at that real quick. Because that's crazy, because I did stream, like, I was live 5 hours yesterday. It just ends with me? Hold on. Was it? Oh yeah, it's done after. Why? What? That's weird. That's crazy. Why did it not? I did another 3 hours after that. Yeah, I see it right now. It says 2 hours. That's crazy. That's insane. I don't know why that didn't record all of it. Yeah, we'll be right back, and then what? It just stops? That's wild. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my god. And then it just, what? It just stops? Wow, that's so weird. You know, and it's weird. I feel like there might have been like a disconnect. Because I wasn't getting any more viewers either. No, wait, I did, because I was raided. Was my raid? No, my raid, yeah, I got raided. So I was still live. It was just not it just didn't record. What the fuck? That's crazy. Whoa. That's wild. Hold on, let me look on I never know how Twitch works. How do I go to my old videos? And because there's like streams are saved somewhere for like a couple weeks, right? That's so weird. I don't even know. Like, that is insane. I don't know. Yeah, because I got a raid by Onyx. And it says 21 hours ago, so it was pretty late into. It was literally at the end of my stream. I was raided by Onyx. So maybe YouTube just disconnected. It might be that YouTube just disconnected, and my other two kept going. That's probably what it was. Something happened with YouTube. Probably I might have idled out as in my like YouTube. Hold on. Why can't I hate the way that this works. Like, where am I don't know how to find. Oh, okay. Interesting. So even Twitch has it split up as two separate streams. They have one that's 2 hours and then one that's 3 hours. So I must have disconnected somehow. Place separated from yeah, because I had another. Oh my god, that's wild. Can I download this? How do I download this? Download, there we go. Okay, well, I'm gonna download it and just. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's not letting me. That's crazy. Yeah, so if you guys want the other half of that, there's a 3-hour stream that I did. I don't know, it just like has it starts right in the middle of that. My stream actually looks pretty good. I never look at my streams like that, like review them after the thing. Okay, it's not okay. I might have to download that later when I'm not broadcasting. Let me see where this ends. I want to see where the other stream on Twitch ends. Is there like an obvious like moment where yeah, there must have been some kind of disconnect because the Twitch one goes longer. It goes past the we'll be right back screen, and it goes like another like 18 minutes after that. Weird. Okay, interesting. Huh. So there must have been some kind of disconnect happening at some point. Probably my internet provider, because they suck ass. Fire Holy Mage I made in Guild Wars 2. Or Guild Wars 1. I don't know why I said Guild Wars 2. I read Guild Wars 1 in my brain. I said Guild Wars 2. Which you can actually create that in Guild Wars 2 as well. So what did you choose? You chose Elementalist and Monk? Well, thanks for bringing that to my attention. That's kind of weird. So, I guess doing super long streams doesn't always work out, eh? Yeah, I want to go this way. So, yeah, Ellie Monk. That's kind of fun. Those fire in that earth magic ward spell. Burn all enemies around us when I use Zealot and then ward. That sounds fun. I feel like there's a lot of synergy that you can have with like the burning from. I wonder if I can. I probably can't defeat this person, right? Who is this person? Oh, that's a whole group of people. Oh god, that's probably really tough, right? I'm probably gonna die here. Let's see. It's 3 werewolves. I don't know who has what dot on them, but oh my god, I'm dead. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, we'll just escape from here. I want to get the Dolmen, not Dolmen, the Dolmen. Looks like, okay, we have that discovered. So if that pops off anytime soon, we can do that. Do you need earth magic for the war to be good? Yeah, I don't know half those skill names, so sounds good though. Okay, so we just follow this road to the left. Through the things. Through the thingies here. We're in the moors. Alright. I gotta talk to Odette. Hello.
My brother was almost killed by one of Falchu's werewolves. I couldn't bear losing him, and I don't want anyone else to suffer such pain.
I found this journal. It contained a message addressed to you.
I don't think we'd ever find this journal. My brother escaped the mines, but one of Falchu's werewolves attacked him. He's resting, but he'll be happy to have this again.
Oh, okay, cool. So we finished that. We got some experience points, not a lot, but got a little bit there.
A messenger? From Aldcroft by any chance? What news?
Werewolves tried to take over the town, but they didn't succeed. Okay, the ghosts of the Alessian army.
Haunt this place. It's been an age since the Battle of Glenumbra Moors raged here, yet the spirits linger.
What are you looking for?
Falchu, the beast that ravages Camlorn. He fought and died here. We want to know what happened all those years ago. Then we can kill him again.
How do you find out what happened so long ago?
Our master of Incunabula hopes to evoke a vision that shows us the events surrounding Falchu's
We're collecting the
death.
most powerful historic artifacts. Okay.
The generals of the Alessian army.
Fire magic does insane damage numbers even at low. Yeah, it's really powerful, and there's some spells that are really powerful, and they actually buffed some of them in the balance patch they just had the other day. They actually buffed some really cool spells. So like the one that they have, it was like the is it Energy Blast? And they like buffed it, and it was already like a pretty good spell, but it's like really good now. I'm like, oh my god, that's a dangerous spell. Alright, so we have these spirits here. Alessian Infantry, Alessian Wraith. Yeah, oh. Boom.
No Durrani shall get past these gates. Do you understand me?
We're gonna stab. Okay. Oh, there's another person here. I was like, why is this so easy? Why are they dying so fast? Ancient Blade. Alright, we're taking that. Oh, I have an ice shield. We have a general here. Oh my god, so powerful. There's exactly that kind of build that I was playing, like an ice mage. It's really powerful. That's like exactly the build that I had. Yeah. I love the combo here because I'm using all fiery abilities and then you have this ice mage next to me. Pretty cool. Fire and Ice. Boom. Oh my god, this person is super powerful. Okay, what's in here? Ooh, we have a Thieves Trove. Yeah, I love it. Getting some more lockpicks. I love that. Yeah. I can heal myself. This is fine. Ooh, there's an item I didn't bring up. To show you my car. You're ready to look at Discord. Sadly, character selection doesn't show off capes. Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, the dolmen is active, but I'm not gonna run all the way over there now. Whoa, where am I shooting that? I was shooting that at that researcher. That's not good. It's like, I didn't mean to aim all the way over there. Luckily, that was too far away.
It's true.
Alright.
Falchu is tall as a tree, with claws like great swords.
Okay.
Yes, he breathed fire and ate warriors, armor and all. I've heard it all before.
Bagroon here claims that the threat Falchu poses has been greatly exaggerated. Poor fool wouldn't know a moth from a mammoth.
Bro asked me to bring you these things.
The focus objects. These will do very nicely. Let me just, I don't think that was supposed to come off. Well, these swords are pretty beat up. I'm sure we'll still have plenty of material for the ritual, though.
What do you hope to accomplish?
If all goes well, we'll be able to peer into the past. Hopefully see what happened to Falchu.
Okay, I'd like to observe.
We'll be using the amalgamated essence of the past. Focus with these ancient weapons.
Okay, so we're gonna look into the past.
Falchu was defeated.
And maybe we'll find out how tall the Horker really was.
Listen to me. You must listen.
What just happened?
Giuliano's little teapot. We did it, I think.
Was that supposed to happen?
Hell worked better than I anticipated. We didn't just create a window into the past. We opened a door. The very air ripples with temporal disturbance. Somewhere nearby, a door into history stands open. All we need to do is step through it.
Who was that woman who appeared?
A fragment from the past, I think. Something that was pulled forward with the spell. Let's hope that was all he pulled forward.
So how does this help us learn about Falchu?
Rashinov has to actually step through the door we opened.
Okay, so we're going through the door, I guess. Right.
We heard a scream, and then ripples of magical distortion.
What happened? Your mages have opened door into the past.
They were supposed to cast a simple divination spell, nothing more. Sarvith wasn't supposed to open any doorways.
Sarvith thinks we can go back in time to learn about Falchu's death.
Like this. Time magic shouldn't be meddled with. But what's done is done. Maybe one of those ripples has the answers we seek.
What should I do?
Examine the ripples. See if there really is a doorway of some kind out there.
Keep an eye for anything else out of the ordinary. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Is Discord open? I like that Norn. That Guardian Norn looks really cool. I really like her look. Yeah, I like them. They look pretty cool. I don't know if I'm huge on the colors of the evoker that you have, the Asura one. I don't know if I'm a fan of those colors. Like an Oni. Yeah, she looks really cool. I really like her colors. And like just her look is really cool for sure. I like it a lot. And then that's with the cape on. Yeah, it's really cool. It's very fitting for a Guardian, the way she looks. Especially those like shoulders. They look really cool. Yeah, the colors probably I would do something different. Because the bland, like weird, like yellowish brown is not really like doing it for me, I feel like. Okay, anyways. Couldn't find anything like when I kept randomizing, so I said F it. Yeah, and I'm sure you'll find something eventually, right? Like as you play the character. So, but I think I'm gonna head out here before my stream interrupts again, and half of it doesn't come on YouTube. We don't want that. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing more. I'm gonna be releasing. I have one more part that is already recorded for Kana. That I'm going to be releasing tomorrow, and then hopefully tonight or tomorrow I can record more and maybe even finish it in the next couple of days, so that like by the end of this week we might be done with that game, and then next week we can start a new game. I'm gonna have to put out a thing trying to see what people want to see me play. I'm gonna have to kind of see through the games that I have available to me to see what people want me to play. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, Mish, and thank you everyone that was hanging out in the background. I'll be back probably tomorrow night. We'll do some more of this. I'm really trying to like focus on this, kind of level my character, get through some of the stories, and really get a little bit more invested in this. Like I said, as I'm waiting for other like games to come out, and maybe at some point MMOs, like maybe there'll be another MMO that I'll be interested in. I mean, maybe it'll be Guild Wars 3, maybe it'll be something else, but